Okay, I think we're live. Let me just double check a few things. Okay. For anyone who's here this nice and early, I am just going to log into the chat so I can see what everyone is saying. For now, we are live with another round of Rage Forest games. Hi, Semi. Glad you could join. Let me know how the volume is, how volume sounds good. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Rebecca. And yeah, we'll wait about another minute and see who decides to join, who shows up. I've divided the teams into Team East and West, from red to yellow, from blue to gray. Okay, perfect. So without further ado, let's get started. Whoever joins. And yeah, let's get the ball rolling. We've got yet another set of random unranked ladder matches here. We've got Team East with, oh man, the same player all the time, Regiden. Again, I apologize. What did that person said a stream or two ago? RG Dean. We're just gonna call him Red. Playing as the Mayans. Ooh, a good civ to have on your team. Makes your walls nice and cheap. Poles by Elder Sticks. Green Carissiboo playing as the Burmese. And yellow Chaos to Win playing as the Tatars. Okay, good. Chaos to Win is a good decent player. So it should be a fun game with him involved, especially as the Tatars. Although on a closed map, Tatars not exactly in their full peak power, but take a look at this beautiful open space that he has to the west of his base. This is a pain in the ass to wall. How is this team even going to bother walling this? But for his sake, I hope he has plenty of room to maneuver his mounted units. In gray, Kylar playing as the Khmer, the Khmer, however you want to pronounce it. In purple, Barles needs no introduction on Black Forest, Rage Forest, playing as the Dravidians. Ugh, bit of an interesting civilization. Freaking Andy playing as the Malians. And Ganji in blue playing as the Franks. So these are some pretty powerful civilizations on both sides of the forest here. And let's take a look at the map while the players engage into the usual early stage fight here over where they're going to place their palisade walls. We've got one entrance here. We've got a bit of a corridor here that spans the northern part of the map. Then I'm going to zoom out. It gets real ugly real quick. You've got another corridor going north-south. And like I said, from Chaos to Win's base, you've got this giant open just area, this steppe. Not a lot of high ground for the Tatars to use their plus 50% bonus damage on, but it's there. We'll see if he decides to make a use of it. For now, how many freaking wild boars are there here? Should be, what, 9? 11? Okay. No, 11, 12. So whoever, we'll see if somebody decides to pull a Valis and go full beast mode. For now, this wall off by either player, no one completing anything. They're too busy fighting each other. Blue retreating red on the warpath here. Wants to put, this is a very aggressive wall off here for red. I mean, you pulled 3 villagers off the production line. You've got your scout not really scouting. I mean, again, I think the players on this map do the explored vision, so they know exactly where they all are. And now, okay, red wisely decides to delete the palisades. I was going to say, what the hell are you going to do with a wall off here that's so close to blue's base and so far from yours? You're not going to defend that, so why waste the wood? Make it something closer to your base. In any event, red says basically F the wall off. I'm just going to leave it up to blue to decide. And if you let Ganji decide where he's going to wall off, he's going to wall off right in the front of your base. Although that does leave him exposed here in this corridor that unfortunately for any team does not have any boars or resources in it. So it's just basically an attack tunnel for one or both teams. Although on either side is a couple of juicy resource patches. Okay. This is a very interesting little area here as well. Man, this is a really ugly Black Forest spawn for both teams. I mean, you've got these big open spaces for Team West. Team East seems almost constrained. They don't have a lot of room. Red has 11 villagers. Let's take a look at Red. 13. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, so I wonder if Red probably shouldn't have wasted all his time moving his villagers here. RG Dan. We'll see if he can catch up. He is going up to 16. And the funny thing is he started off as the Mayans, which get an extra villager, right? Is anyone as far behind as he is? 17, 20, 20, 18? No. But at the end of the day, Team East only down about 10% villagers, so not the end of the world. Blue tries to sneak in. Blue runs into a direwolf. Direwolf says, we do not like blue villagers. GTFO, together with the scout, does manage to kill. Who got the kill, the wolf or the scout? The scout. Okay. Would be cooler if the wolf got it. Now the wolf is attacking this villager. Has to back away. Wolves notoriously allergic to palisade walls. And now the scout trying his darndest. Oh, the wolf does pay the price. Who takes this? A villager with... Nah, yeah, the villager's going to take this. But Ganji with the incredibly aggressive wall off here. Like I said, you can't let a player like Ganji, or specifically Ganji, take whatever part of the map they want, because he will, I guess in this case, try to get the wall off. Unfortunately, his villager gets double teamed, triple teamed rather, by 2 scouts and a wolf. Decides to take the more conservative, the more safe route. Yellow pinging his teammates, saying, guys, there's a gray intrusion in here. Kylar is trying to get into my base, does manage to kill his scout cavalry. Okay. Diego, take a look at the Red's villager count now. Pumping them out non-stop. He's basically caught up. And now it's actually, he's tied with, who is this? Chaos to win. Okay. Chaos to win, by the way, making no attempt to wall this off. Team East and Team West. I mean, Team West looks like they're building a bit of a natural wall off here with structures. But this is terrible, in my opinion, because now you've ceded control over all of this area. Look at this. And forget the resources, forget the boars, forget whatever you can take. This is just a lot of space you're giving your opponents to room to maneuver, to operate in today's lesson of how not to use your scout. Freaking Andy's scout is automatically attacking this dock, although immediately, of course, as I notice it, a few days after the game is cast, he retreats. Another wolf. Oh, 1 kill for this wolf. You love to see it right before he dies. He does take one for Team West, apparently. Now the eagle poking, prodding slowly. No players here have cumins, which the team bonus gives them stronger palisades, I think 33%. So both teams sitting on basic bitch, 150 HP palisades. I'm trying to find a palisade for Team East, but my god, not a single player has created any kind of palisade. This is a very interesting game of Black Forest so far. Villager managing to get a bunch of, attacks off against this eagle, and RG Dean has to retreat. Okay. Everyone in feudal except for Ganji, who's been busy building and trying to build wall offs. Where are you going with your crook? Now a hammer. So Tila's building something. Yeah, he's building a counter wall here. Finally, Team East puts up a wall. I mean, we're 13 minutes into the game. They haven't built a single wall off, but they're discovering very quickly that the Kamai have walled themselves off pretty nicely. Teal pinging this part of the map for some reason. Let's see who's taking the water wherever water is available. And let's take a look at Ganji. If you haven't seen my short from earlier today, I highly recommend excuse me, I highly recommend you check it out. Ganji, 2 days ago in a live stream when we were doing Rage Forest, had 44 fishing ships out of 6 docks wedged into a tiny little lake. Absolutely incredible what these players can do. Ganji walling himself off, not only from the opponents, but also potentially from his own team. And this is a very bizarre game of Rage Forest so far. Teal villager comes into the base. Another villager says, I don't think so. This is my turf. And now everyone is in feudal with the exception of Elder Sticks, who has rushed up the castle, building a second town center. Does he have any military to speak of? Absolutely not. Why would he? 2 town centers for our purple Dravidian. 2 for our orange Malian. Yellow now pinging here, showing green that, hey, there's 2 scouts incoming, as if green didn't already see these 2 scouts that have gotten 1 kill on his villagers. So Team West putting on the aggression. Team East looks like they're more happy to defend. I don't know why he didn't place this castle on the high ground, this tower on the high ground, and chose to place it there. But Team East playing very passive. I mean, where are their extra town centers? Where are their walls? Where is anything out of them? Do they have an army? Their army consists of an Eagle Scout, 4 spearmen, and 4 scout cavalry. Green, though, moving forward. Let's see what that's for. Obviously, some kind of drop. Okay, gray, so hard to see behind these structures. Look how hard it is to see the shadow of these units when they enter backwards. Polish Folworks. I think this is after the patch, so correct me if I'm wrong. They get not 10% added, but I think 8%. But this game is definitely after the patch. All the I had a bunch of Viper and T90 Rage Forest matches, but they are no longer compatible now that the pouch. Sorry, we're not kangaroos. Green has to be careful here. He needs to wall himself, these villagers, off from this scout. Okay, good wall off to start. Supporting spearmen coming to make sure that the scout doesn't do anything, although the scout doesn't look very interested in doing anything at all, just bouncing between 2 points. Okay, finally these gray scouts are shooed away. We've got a bit of a Cold War situation happening here. 2 towers firing, rather this one not really firing. Oh god, doesn't even reach the walls of our Mayan player. Now yellow managing to shoo this away, will wall this off. Why are you walling it off here? Okay, I guess against your opponent, but we'll see. We'll see what purple does to defend against this castle. I mean, brilliantly placed castle. Tell me if you agree, disagree. Gets 2 town centers in its targeting. And now confident enough in that castle, he is starting to thief his opponent's gold. What is green doing at home? Any kind of military for him? A Rambai, you love to see them. Absolutely horrible accuracy. Take a look, 20% accuracy at the bottom there. 30% for the elite, but one of the only, or rather the only unit. Actually, no, I guess now with Chakram Throw is not the only unit. One of 2 units whose projectiles do 100% damage to adjacent units when they land. Where are they going? They're running north to do something. We'll find out what. Cold War continuing here has become a hot war, as Regidan, as the Mayans, has a Mangonel. We'll see what that's for. Is he going to try to push into this tower? If so, how does blue planning on defending? No repair for the tower. He's instead running away. And how will Team West respond to this? I mean, I thought Team East was in trouble for a second, but no. They're starting to pump out the military. Take a look at the military count at the top of your screen. Team East 28-2. Although some knights coming out. I don't know where these knights are coming out of. 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so they're fairly close here. We'll see what they can do. Not exactly the massive army supply you need. 2 knights are literally going to do... Yeah, I mean, it's an exaggeration to say they're going to do nothing. They're probably going to do less than nothing, since they cost resources to produce. Castle continuing to fire on the town center. Cold War continuing here to the north. Now we've got mango on mango action. Villager takes a shot to the face, as does the Mangonel, but not full on, so does manage to keep his HP. And now, yeah, okay, the knights are retreating, of course. What the hell are they going to do? And what is gray and what is purple planning on doing about this? Purple, Barrel's busy making ships, 27. But where's your army? 2 monks. 2 monks in the back of his own base. Gray, Kylar being left to deal with this impending doom that is literally has entered his base. So what the hell is he going to do against this? There's a lot of cavalry archers. Hi, your mom. Bon appetit. Enjoy your dinner. And thanks for joining. Thanks for saying hi. And yeah, once you're done eating, feel free to come back. Probably going to be another hour and a half, 2 hour stream, although we'll see how my voice does at the end. Might be a little bit longer. Purple continuing to expand, continuing to build. He thinks he's Sicilian. He thinks he's Britons. Continuing to build town centers, going up to 6, I believe, or rather 5, because now this one has been destroyed. So now the castle is free to start working on these other ones. I don't know why he's garrisoning villagers. Oh, never mind. Now I do. Arambai here. Team East steamrolling. Oh, you with the name that cannot be uttered. You are having a snack and watching. Safe travels, your mom, and yeah, let us know once you're back. Defensive castle, Cold War continuing here to the north of the map. No more red mangonel, 2 in production. Although all the action appears to be firmly to the south and the middle now that Arambai are in. I don't know what these monks are doing. Besides converting to Arambai. And now they're going to try to get a 3rd. They get a 4th. Oh, and this is where they get a 5th. Mathematics is not your friend in Age of Empires when your units are being converted. His entire army now became Team East's army, although running them straight into a castle fire. Okay, I guess sacrificing them for this mango is not bad. The question is, what the hell are they going to do? Their army supply for Team West. Villager count, they are, and fishing ship count, they are very much ahead, about 50%. Army supply, they're down about 60%, and now these fishing ships are in trouble. Tatari cavalry archers for the win. Like I said, Tatar is not the greatest on Black Forest, in my opinion, unless you spawn a location like this with plenty of room to maneuver. Walled himself off with the university, did Barrels, but his 5 town centers are under attack. One up here, a random town center. Let's see, has Team East actually seen this town center? They have not. So this is a very cheekily placed town center, but this is a problem. Yellow systematically destroying all of Barrels' fishing capabilities. Oh no. Absolutely terrible here. 28 kills so far. Kylar in some serious trouble. Does he have any army? No, he still has just the 2 knights. Okay, does manage to get the ram. Should be able to shoo away these cavalry archers at least. I mean, I don't think the knight is faster. I think it's probably a much slower, 1.49 to 1.54. The question is, what the hell are you going to do about this? Demolition ship is what you're going to do about that. Takes out a bunch of these cavalry archers, but demolition ship's not free. And these cavalry archers not exactly hitting the juiciest of targets, going after fish traps. I mean, plenty of food, so maybe not a terrible idea to do it, but now this green castle has lived out its usefulness, has killed 1 town center, has killed 2 town centers, and now it's looking around saying, you know, I basically fulfilled my purpose in life. What do I do now? And is it firing on anything? It is not. Okay, so a very confused, very used up castle here for Chrissy Boy. And now the north. Let's see if this Cold War is never ending. Although Blue, inserting himself here, does not really have an answer to this Mayan castle that is producing plumed archers. Military supply slowly. Team West is catching up in count. The question is, what the hell are you going to do against 26 Tatari cavalry archers? What are they building? Scorpion, Knights, Arambai they have from the conversions. Blue don't care because all the way up north. Orange has 7 bombard cannons on the way. Impressive, incredible sniping. Any unit that immediately comes out is that castle gets a poor Gebetto. Okay, Scorpions, I mean, it's interesting that there's 2 Scorpions are scaring off Chaos to Win's entire force here. I think he can just run in and snipe these Scorpions. Instead, he's taking a bunch of minor damage. Look at the HP, down 400 plus HP already on these Cav Archers. Yellow has not a single monk. So all the HP that's being reduced is not coming back anytime soon. And now this castle is under attack. Oh my god, from behind. So we've got Arambai fighting against converted Arambai, trying to take down a Treb on the high ground. And green, does he not? He has a bunch of stone, plopping down 2 more town centers, one to the north of his base, one to the south of his base. Teal defending this choke point here, but is he sending any military aid to his teammate? He is not. He's building 2 obuchs. Red pinging over here saying, hey man, let me in, destroy your freaking siege workshop, man. Oh no, Red is trying to escape with a villager. His base is completely ransacked. He's expanding to the north here, but again, pinging. Finally, a siege workshop does go down. Not too sure what the logic was of placing it in the route to your teammate's base, but what the hell is Team East going to do with 8 bombard cannons on the way? There's literally nothing here to defend these castles. Does Teal have any stone? No, he's got a lot of stone, almost 1,200, so he can repair these castles for days. And now, I think there's a clock on these guys, who, by the way, are now down even more HP. I think there's a clock on these cavalry archers, because if they don't get the game-ending damage against Gray, this from Team West is just going to bowl the entire team over. So look at this massive push. Red has been knocked off. Red at this point has a bunch of plumed archers that are also sitting at half HP, and he's rebuilding an entire economy. So it's going to take him a while. Let's take a look at his... Oh no, he just quit. Oh no, okay, Teal just quit as well. Yeah, so there you go. Timer. I think they realized they were on a timer. They realized that the damage they were getting done here was not game ending enough, and now Yellow quit, so only Chrissy Boy is left with his 24 fishing ships. Okay. Team West going from 2 army supply to 71 on the back of what, 50% more civilian population. Okay, I did not expect that. I did not expect Team I thought the push into here would for sure have dislodged Kylar, and with Kylar gone, then they could push into purple. But the exact opposite happened. Blue, Ganji pushed into here, dislodged Arjidin, however you pronounce his name. He dislodged red, and then in come all of a sudden, oh my god, 8 bombard cannons backed up by a bunch of Gebettos, elite Gebettos, by the way. And so Obuchs did not stand a chance, especially 4 of them. Okay, a very interesting game. Yeah, definitely GG. I did not expect Team West to pull this one out of the hat, but they did. Too bad for green and yellow that red collapsed so quickly. Diego, you pointed it out very early on. Very few villagers. So let's keep going. We have game number 2 here. Let's see how this map is split up. So we've got green, red, blue, and yellow. So this is now team... Oh, God. Let's call this Team North. Blue and red, we'll call them Team North. We'll call these guys Team South. We'll hit my microphone on the way so everyone gets to hear a big thud. And let's go. Let's take a look at the teams now. Start with the 9 o'clock position. Chrissy Boo as the Mayans. We'll see if he can do better with them than Arjidin did last game. Menunez as the Gurjaras, you can tell with the 2 bushes underneath their town center. Arjidin as the Malians in the supporting position for blue. Ganji as the Spanish. Oh, that's going to be a powerful civilization to deal with. Orange for Team South. We've got Chaos to Win as the Britons. One of my personal favorite civilizations. We've got Zestosi as the Chinese. Okay, you want to see this on your team. Because they have the Chinese, I think their team bonus adds 10% of the value of a farm to all, basically, farms that are seeded by any of the teammates. So a farm start basically with 10% more food for the exact price. Imperio is back as the Teal Malay. Oh, that's going to be a rough civilization, I think. And Barles is back as the Purple Aztecs. Oh, that's a powerhouse. Would have been fun to see the Aztecs here pitted opposite the Spanish. Instead, they are pitted opposite the Mayans. So we've got a bit of a Mesoamerican war to the west as the players jostle for position. Red being outdone here by Purple is retreating, for some reason attacking these palisades. Green sends a very curious Camel Scout to see what he can do, what he can find out. I mean, I don't know why Green is pinging here, why Red is attacking these palisades. This is a good wall off here for Red. This is about as good as he can expect. I don't think he's going to expect to wall this off. So I don't know why he's contesting this. This is a pretty decent wall off for him. Anyone else attempting a wall off? So this map, let's take a look. This is basically hideout in Black Forest form. You've got a huge chunk of forest in the middle of the map. And then you've got one wall off. Somewhere here, a second wall off. And then a third wall off here. Now we'll see if the lake plays any role in this. It is incredibly close to Chaos's base, although he is the Britons, the Spanish. Oh, you don't want to give the Spanish control over the naval. You don't want to give them control over the lakes in this map. You don't want a bunch of Spanish naval might parked outside your base in real life or in this game. Two wolves decide to make an issue of this red villager, but the Camel Scout is here. We'll see if that's enough to help out. Villager does have loom. Slowly his HP is being tickled away at. Has to run away. Camel has to play interference. I don't know, the camel drop. Okay, it does save the villager. Beautiful play here by Chrissy Boo, letting Menunez take care of this camel. I see a bit of a fracas. That's exactly where we're looking over here. Okay, 3 boars being taken by Zestosi. Beastmaster mode. Let's see if he can get them all the way to the town center. It's basically a straight line, so I don't suspect any issues for him there. And now we've got Teal walling off over here. Not too sure why Teal didn't wall off, excuse me, further in. Loses control of all this. This is basically 1,000 food, right? Of these boars. Gets 1. Gets 2. And this one now waddling his big ass back to base, but gets caught out again. Gets 3. Does Zestosi. And what is Purple doing? Nothing. Sitting on 19 villagers. We'll see if he's clicks up to feudal any minute now. Although he needs a bit more food to do that. Yellow not getting the memo. Walling himself off from his teammate. Tell me what you think. I don't understand this move myself. I mean, if you see your teammate is starting to come under attack, sure. Wall yourself off from, any area that's dangerous. But this early in the game, instead of walling off here, why not just send your villager here to help blue wall off against orange? You can effectively 2v1 him. Oh my god, did orange block blue's dock with his fishing ship for a second, or was it just on the way to do some fishing? So yeah, I don't understand these kinds of wall offs. I get the logic, but it's so early in the game, no one's really intruding into your base. This is a very, very optimistic attempt here by Chrissy Boo. Loses 1 boar. We'll have to be happy with only 2. This is, like I said, this distance from here all the way to his base, you have to be on point. You can't be, microing on this screen building a dock. You have to really be on point. Any army supply for any team at the moment? Absolutely not. Zestosi on the back of those 3 boars he managed to lure as a Beastmaster goes up to feudal first, although 4 other players not far behind. And now the Spaniard has taken control of this lake, although Chaos to win, our Briton is obviously going to contest. We've got, oh, blue is pinging the back of his base here. Not too sure why he's pinging here. Maybe I've disabled chat. Sometimes the players swear. Sometimes people say stupid things. So I've found it just easier to disable chat. So we never really know what the players are saying to each other. Green now attempting to go Beastmaster mode. I mean, 3 more here. Okay. This is going to be a very interesting. You've got historically quite a little battle here. You've got the Spanish facing off against the Britons. Basically a real life, one of the very few real life situations here in Age of Empires. So you always love to see it. Obviously, you know, with the units they're producing, not exactly in real life, but Gray chasing into very deep into Blue's base with an archer and 3 villagers. But yeah, well, let's see. Will Rule Britannia defeat the Spanish monarchy? Now Blue walling off the back of his own base. We'll see what that's for. I'm not too sure. Let's take a look at Purple. Does he have any army? No, he is going up to Castle. He will be the first one to reach Castle. Will be Barles. Look at this. Look at this. No wall off. Again, the players are playing this on explored mode. So both teams see this. Passage here straight into Barles' base, but neither player, neither team... Oh, actually, no. Complete brain fart. Sorry, guys. That is a path to his own team. This is what we should be worried about. So Barles not really producing any military at the moment, not even producing any military infrastructure. No barracks, although he's got his upgrades ready with the blacksmith the second he hits Castle, I guess. Resources dwindling kind of low, as does happen when you go fast Castle. His opponent, Red, building the exact same thing. A market, a blacksmith, and 50 foot away from going up to Castle himself. What is Green doing? Green's got a bit of a decentralized base here, and Yellow clumped everything. He says, F the farms. I'm not even going to try to put farms here. I'm just going to place a market, a stable, a blacksmith, and a bunch of houses to block any attempt of mine to put up my own markets. Barles is going monks. Yeah, I mean, you're Aztecs, right? You got those warrior monks. It's crazy. 90 HP on a fully upgraded monk. He needs to get relics. So we'll see if what he decides to build here. For now, he's got a siege workshop with a mangonel. So he's going to try to bust into Red's base, but the question is, bust in with what? And we'll see. If it's monks, if it's I mean, it's Aztecs, you're probably absolutely right. He's going to go monks. A cheeky back facing dog here by Zistosi. Nobody on Team North is yet into Castle except for our decentralized Green Gurjara, who just hits it now. And now another attempt, although a wolf comes to block her attempt. Oh, clutches at her throat and dies. Although the wolf doesn't have a kill. Okay, interesting. More and more players going up to Castle. The British Empire is pushing back the Spanish Empire, as did actually happen in real life. These privateers, these fire galleys, slowly taking away the Spanish naval control. You're not confident for Ganji? I mean, he's under attack here. He's building a lot of military units here. Okay, demolition raft doing a good job, but again, he is significantly outnumbering his opponent here. Take a look at the HP. It was like 300 to 40. And now nothing being built here for Zistosi. I think he's given up. He's instead trying to build infrastructure here. But did he build infrastructure too close? No vision here yet for Yellow. Anything being built? A demolition raft. Let's see if he let's see these. First of all, is he even gonna finish? That one does not finish. This one's at 70%, but the dock HP is falling. 80%. No, does not even manage to get that. And so with that final dock, the British Empire rules the waves. Blue has been pushed back, although his teammate, who loves to build infrastructure very close to his town center, has now done the exact same thing to the Spaniard. He just plopped down a siege workshop basically blocking 2 potential farms here for our Spaniard. Although, does our Spaniard seem to give a shit? No, he does not. He's got fishing ships out. Now he's moving forward. Does he have enough stone for a castle? Absolutely not. Not too sure what these villagers are here for. Maybe bait for this mangonel? Nope, they're here for a tower. Okay, these yellow siege units slowly doing something, but something's attacking here. Purple. Our Aztec. Let's see if he's got any monasteries behind this. He's got literally nothing behind this. He is doing a single siege workshop push of 2 mangonels, 2 scorpions, and a very aggressive villager. Green, our Gurjara is going monks. Very interesting. A bunch of players still in feudal, although Team South will reach all castle first. Ganji nowhere close, does not have the resources required. He is, oh my god, he is 800 food behind. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird placement for a siege workshop, right? But I feel like that's kind of Yellow's playstyle. Look, everything is kind of close to everything else. Everything is like constricted almost. Maybe for defensive purposes? I'm not sure. But in any event, he builds a monastery right in the middle of Ganji's base. Ganji not repairing his teammate's siege unit until now. Another monastery going up for yellow. The question is, how is red going to respond? Chrissy with the lowest score in the game, sitting on the back of 17 villagers and 8 fishing ships, making him, yeah, the lowest score in the game. He's got a castle. It's got 1 plumed archer in it. Unfortunately for him, he's not an imperial, so it's not 30% off, just a small 20% off. Got a few houses here. Orange continuing to expand. Orange with a very defensive, aggressive rather, castle, blocking the path between the 2 bases of yellow and blue. Unfortunately for him, yellow's already here. Unfortunately for yellow, gray's knights are here. Remember, gray did build all this infrastructure here earlier. We saw the market go up, but these stables are something new. Let's see. Let's go back to our Aztec, who is now going with the monk play. Although right as I say that, the monastery goes dark, goes silent, nothing being produced out of it. Oh, guys, if you watch my videos, you know, if I say he's going left, he goes right. If I say he's going to attack, he all of a sudden becomes a hippie peacenik. Okay, will he lose both? Decides to delete it. Instead does. Barles does not want to lose to Menunez. Another scorpion. Oh yeah, good luck with this. The useless endeavor here. Teal trying to bust his way through this Malian gate, stone wall rather. They must be wondering where these gray units are coming from, right? They do not have vision. But I mean, you see the ground is discolored here, right? It looks like there's some kind of infrastructure that's on here. So you should kind of maybe suspect that something's coming from there. Orange, besides that castle between the players, not really doing much at the moment, but here come the longbows, and all of yellow's defenses mean absolutely nothing. All of his defenses basically mean that all his villagers are going to be clumped up here for these longbows. Now, the longbow's not exactly the ferocious villager killing units. They will basically tickle away at the HP, and if they're not micro, they're going to enter the kill zone of the town center. Ganji getting T90'd. Yeah, basically. Although, in all fairness to T90, he did not have his teammate build infrastructure and defend his base. I mean, T90's neighbors basically left him to die a few days ago. They did not place 2 monasteries pumping out monks, a barracks, and a siege workshop. Had they done that, maybe T90 would have lasted a bit longer. Oh, it's a spec bug? It's not... Okay, so they don't see... Well, I mean, they see it now. But, yeah, okay, so they don't see the discolored grass, the yellow patches that indicate there's a structure. Very interesting wall off of all houses, and 1 stone wall here Blue is going to get this castle up for sure, and now we've got ourselves a big old party. Purple has been pushed back. Barrels with the siege. What's his army count now? 0. He's only civilian populated. I'm not too sure what to make of this wall off. We've got a horizontal one and then a vertical one, but how does he get into here? Did he block his own way? Seems like Barrels blocked his own way. We've got red plumed archers trying to make an issue of this one siege workshop. So Team North has stabilized. The battles to the south are basically over, right? We've got a castle with some plumed archers. It'll take it some time to clear up this infrastructure. Monks moving forward, converting every building they can. Oh, man. But the real action is here to the north. Oh, God. Oh, God, Ganji. Poor Ganji. What's his villager count? 34, although finally starting to produce conquistadors. Does he have enough stone to keep this castle up? No, he does not. 140 stone is not going to keep this up. I don't think. Let's see if one conquistador can change the dynamics here. Oh, God. Not against 3. What does yellow have here? Okay, quite possibly the most useless unit in the game at the moment. This one elite skirmisher, nowhere even close to help out. Not that an elite skirmisher would ever be able to help out against these battering rams. Oh, at this point, does Ganji just give up, or does he just keep... Okay, petards are a good solution here. Let's see if he can get a few bombs off here. Okay. First one does well. Second one should probably attack these two, right? Oh, he's got more villagers, man. More villagers needed. Longbow enters the chat. Longbow dies immediately. Yeah, bringing more villagers. That was a waste of a petard, I think. But, how many conquistadors now? Only 2 still. Yeah, the problem is Stosi is just pumping out this siege. Still a stalemate here to the south. I see a bit of a blue, some dots going off. These longbows, as I said, this is a kill zone if I've ever seen one, but longbows not exactly the damage dealers that you want when it comes to killing villagers. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Poor Ganji. I mean, his opponent, ugh. Guys, if you're playing a team game, don't place your military infrastructure this close to your teammates' town center, okay? You know, RGE Dan, not bad that you wanted to help. Kudos to you. But perhaps it would have been better helped focusing down this castle and not blocking your teammates' ability to place down farms. Although it doesn't really look like Ganji was placing down farms at all. Oh, God, in this castle here, we didn't see it go up, but what a pain in the ass. Yeah, our Spaniard not able to take this multi-pronged attack, even with the help from his teammate, although the help was 1 siege workshop, 2 monasteries, and a barracks that I don't think ever really produced anything. Yellow instead choosing to boom instead of pushing forward here to try to dislodge orange. At the same time, Zastosi with the sneaky cavalry here, basically decimating 16 kills on these mounted units. What was going on here? An attempt to break into here, some halberdiers. Okay, I don't know what Barrels was doing at this point of the game, honestly. He has no military to speak of. I thought, like you did, that he was going to go monks, because, you know, he is Aztec, although their siege is not bad either. Okay, Team South managing to take this by dislodging the blue Spaniard Ganji by pushing in here, although eventually being pushed back. And Team North instead choosing to focus over here, but so much infrastructure here will take a while to clear that out. Okay, very fun game. We saw a bunch of boar pulls. We some successful, some not so successful here. But let's keep going. So that was these 2, and now we've got the third one. Oh, there's going to be some funny names I can already see. So what do we got here? Blue, yellow, gray, and orange. Blue, yellow, gray, and orange. So that's Team South. Okay, so the teams are upside down. All right, let's take a look. Ganji, who we just saw getting absolutely wrecked, comes back to play as the blue Vietnamese. His teammate Chaos to win as the Slavs. Menunez as the Mongols. Oh, you love to see them on your team. And this guy again, Arjaeden in yellow as the Turks. Also a good civ to have on your team. Opposing them, we have Bob the Destructor. So we'll just call him Bob as the Teutons. Okay. Well, I think basically one of everyone's top 5, 10 favorite civs to play. They're just so powerful, so much fun. Chrissy Boo is the Sicilians. Okay, not bad at all. Double ZX is the Bohemians. Ugh. And Xenosaurus as the Dravidians. Okay, so I was going to say between the Teutons, the Sicilians, and the Bohemians, you've got a lot of heavy hitting units. But then, of course, you look left, and you've got your Dravidians. Now, don't count the Dravidians out. They have some of the coolest upgrades in the game, but we'll see if we get that far. Last few games have lasted in the 30-minute mark. So we'll see. For now, Blue, Ganji, trying to get a wall off as far away from his base. Let's take a look at the map while the players contest these little alleyways. We've got the laneway here to the west. We've got a very ugly shaped laneway here in the center of the map, or center west, that he can wall off here. You can wall off here, but as ugly as it is, this is basically an alley with one entrance here and one entrance here. There's no real escape. A bunch of boars, but a bunch of snow leopards ready, waiting to pounce, ready to make your villager a part of a National Geographic movie or documentary about why you should never, ever fight a snow leopard. The east of the map, absolutely disgusting in terms of wall-offs. I mean, take a look at Yellow with his back to the forest. He has one direction to expand into, and that's this way. I mean, we'll see. This is probably later in the game we'll expand this way, but for now, in the beginning, probably expanding into this direction, coming face first into Ganji, or rather Bob the Destructor, sorry. And then there's this part. My goodness, what do you even start to do with this? Where do you even start to wall this off? He is choosing the incredibly aggressive wall off at this end, this part of the alley, but Green will see him moving in. Villager moving to intercept, gets the one shot that she needed to with her cutlass, and takes down that scout. We'll see. Oh god, but immediately comes under attack and kills the snow leopard. Let's see if that gave Green enough time. And you know, I was having this discussion with someone because there was a Reddit post about the Magyar bonus. You know how the Magyars, they kill the dangerous wildlife with one strike. Imagine you could do that. Imagine Yellow was the Magyars, killed the snow leopard. That villager probably would have made it here before Green walled it off. And so that's the power of that bonus. It's you think it's a small thing, but it really isn't, in my opinion. Blue has walled off aggressively, but because of that, he's got 4 villagers stuck essentially behind enemy lines. He's got very little wood, no food, and basically very little else, although enough wood to build a lumber camp. Okay. Orange deciding to wall off here. Does not want to go there. Oh, God, what a sour little chaos to win. What a sour little development here. So what, he's going to basically just try to outrun this snow leopard? Is there any reinforcement coming? There is not. This villager, this is like a what was that horror movie with Blake Lively, I think, where she's like a surfer and she's being hunted by a shark, and the shark really wants to kill her, and she's stuck on that like buoy in the middle of the water. That's what this was. This freaking snow leopard wanted to kill this villager, did manage to do it. What a sour little development here for chaos to win. In any event, I do see 2 orange dots streaming across the map, so where one villager won't do, 2 will definitely do. Okay, so let's go west to east and see what's developing here. Purple not liking the idea that his opponent has walled this part off for some bizarre reason, is creating a wall off where he loses control over these boars. Not too sure why he didn't just wall off in front here, in front of Orange's base, rather gate. Okay, so purple is happy to let Chaos take these this 1,000 extra food. Green and yellow deciding to carve up this northern part, and green and yellow deciding to carve it up here as well. So let's take a look at our Turk. And see, this is what I was talking about. I say he's going to expand north. He expands south instead. Gray also being attacked by snow leopards. My God. Does manage to wall him off, though. So this snow leopard not really going to cause any more damage whatsoever. Teal trying to bust his way into blue's base here, trying to surround lots of villagers taking... You saw that movie, Alice? Yeah, I mean, I saw clips of it on like YouTube and stuff. I don't think I would... I like really stupid movies, and as stupid as that movie looked, I prefer more... Like, my stupidity is more like Dodgeball and Nicolas Cage movies. But yeah, it's she goes surfing with her friend, if I understand the premise. The shark, I think, kills the friend, and then strands her to die on a buoy, which is basically exactly what happened here with a snow leopard. Look at this, the 1 kill. Total 1. That's exactly what happened to Chaos here, who continues, okay, taking 2 boars, screwing up the 3rd one, but 2 is not bad at all. Let's see what's going on here. Teal, okay, Teal has busted in. The Rock is James Bond movie. The Rock is the next James Bond. I doubt that. I think The Rock is a little bit too big. No? Although, what's his face? Daniel Craig wasn't a small guy either. Okay. Everyone building up. Everyone rushing to feudal. Although Chrissy Boo and Menunez hitting it first. Obviously, they are nice and safe and secure in the middle positions. No real reason for them to build any kind of army. No real reason for them to get any kind of, be any aggressive out on the map. Gray not even helping yellow wall these parts off. And let's see now, yellow's turn to be a Beastmaster. Let's see if for RG Eden. Oh, the Rock. Oh, yeah. First of all, the Rock. Here are my thoughts about the Rock. And believe me, I've had this discussion with many people. I wouldn't necessarily call that like a standard Nick Cage movie, although he has some freaking hilarious parts in it when he's sitting on the rooftop, doesn't know how to play the guitar, and is just jamming the strings up. It's just, yeah, it's over the top. But because Sean Connery's in that movie, oh, the Rock wears plenty of suits. You should watch Ballers. A very fun show where he plays a sports agent. Oh God, loses control of the boars while I've been blabbing on about The Rock. In any event, that movie, first of all, that movie is amazing. That is a, was it a Bruckheimer movie? Forget his first name, Joel, something with a J. A Bruckheimer movie. It was fantastic. I love that movie. With all due respect, I think you're out of your mind, Colonel Shaw. Or something like that when Sean Connery gets captured by Ed Harris. Fantastic movie. Absolutely bonkers movie. A little weird at the end. They made the bad guy not really like have the balls to carry through the whole mission. That was the point of the whole movie. He basically has to back down and gets taken over by his more extreme followers. 3 town centers going up for Menunez. Okay, we'll see if that's to support the yellow Turk. Turk's one of the civs that has to, in my opinion, get up to castle as fast as possible. Loses control of the boars. Is this the second time that this has happened? Wow. Okay, so some bad luck here for RG Eden. Though he is moving out with his 1 villager with a hammer in his hand. What the hell for? A secondary wall off here. Let's take a look at this map. We haven't seen this part in a while. Blue making some room for orange, although remember, teal will see this as it gets built. So the beauty of map vision, yet again, no one taking these 3 wild boars. No one wants to... Oh my God, this snow leopard has basically traumatized Team South so much that they don't want to risk it for the biscuit. 2 town centers going up for Chaos. Ganji stuck on 1 town center, although he is just now going up to castle. So the last 2 members of the team to go up to castle are the Turks and the Vietnamese, although they're both going up now. Green going up. Teal, Xenosaurus. Where are you, my man? What are you building? The requisite structures. Okay, he's finally accumulated 800 food, 200 gold. So once these structures complete, we're going to see teal on the top right of our screen click up almost immediately. Nick Cage's Ghost Rider, the first one, I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. The other one is a negative 6 out of 10. Although I don't remember which Ghost Rider it was where at the end he rides with that old, the OG Ghost Rider on the horse. Yeah, Nicolas Cage in Face Off is amazing. Leaving Las Vegas was amazing. If you haven't seen Nicolas Cage in his prime, though, go to YouTube, type Nicolas Cage Days of the Week. And I forget what movie it's from, but he basically just does the most bonkers run through of Sunday to Saturday that you'll ever hear in your life. First of all, Lord of War is my favorite Nicolas Cage movie, and a pretty damn good movie too. I absolutely love Lord of War, and if you realize they actually released the guy that it was based on recently from jail in the US, Victor Boot. But that movie is absolutely fantastic. In any event, let's stop talking about Hollywood. Let's focus on the game. Bob the Destructor expanding eastward. Tell me what you think, but this kind of construction tells me that Bob the Destructor is not somebody who's looking to pick a fight at the moment. I mean, look at this. Kick-Ass is your favorite Nick Cage movie. Okay. Oh, what is that? Kick-Ass 2? Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, this is not the actions of somebody who's interested in picking a fight at the moment. Bob the Destructor, let's see what he's building, see why he's trying to avoid a fight. Sorry, I clicked in my microphone. Okay, not really building much of anything, building 6 villagers at a time. Okay, so he's looking to boom our Teuton. We'll see what that's for. Does he want to rush to Imperial? Does he want to get out as many knights as he can in castle? Does he even have a castle? He does not. Does he have the stone? Absolutely not. He is basically resource starved. So I don't think this is anything other than I don't have the resources right now to take you on head on. But yeah, we'll see what green decides to do. Red, Chrissy Boo, how are you doing? Chrissy Boo is going up to 95, 96 civilian population, more and more civilian upgrades. He has done the best he could with his lake. 20 fishing ships here. Has expanded very far north. No team, I don't think, has trade just yet. Double ZX, what are you up to? Also booming. Although does have some siege here to contest. Ganji's incursion does manage to get one. Mangonel should lose this one, yeah. Look, if Mangonels are usually 1 for 1. If you really can get more done with your Mangonel, kudos to you. With that amount of stone, he could have had a castle. Yeah. I mean, oh my God, he's continuing to build walls. This is incredible. Like I said, this is not the build order of somebody who's interested in picking a fight. We'll see if he walls it off here and here. Building another town center. He thinks he's got a lot of time, does Bob the Destructor. We'll see if Team South decides to give him that time. In any event, the only action happening is a few Janissaries trying to knock down Bob's walls. And to the west, we've got a Mangonel taking down an incredibly offensive monastery placed right in his face. Another Mangonel coming out, although infrastructure being demolished for both sides. Spearmen kind of just hanging out with a monk. 2 spearmen and a monk walk into a bar. There is no follow-up to that joke. What are we building here? Green, expanding with houses on... I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. Killing snow leopards. Who has military? We got 17 to 9. We're 25 minutes into the game. Everyone's in castle. RG Eden is an Imperial. And by the way, Imperial as the Turks. So these Teutonic walls don't stand a chance at all once he gets his military up and running. Okay, great, placing a nice supporting castle if there's ever an incursion here from the north. Whatever incursion is. whatever units are part of that incursion, I mean, will run into this castle, which I think is on a hill. Kind of looks like it, right? Okay. So for now, we basically, at the 26-minute mark of the game, are playing a game of whack-a-mole with stone walls. We've got siege attacking walls here. We've got janissaries and bombard cannons attacking walls here. Although this is the absolute shite of Black Forest, where you invest all your resources in building this huge wall, and then your opponent just brings an onager and clears a path, or your opponent just focuses on the very outer perimeter, and this entire wall that you built is now completely useless because now look, there's an opening, and now yellow is inside green's base. What is MMR, J-Dog? You mean they're Elos? I wouldn't, if that's what you mean, I wouldn't assume that their Elos are 2100. I think when I was downloading these games, some of them have like 1900s, some 1800s. I'm not sure who has what. I think they distribute the higher players now, at least in this game. You've got, I mean, Ganji is I think the highest ranked one here, but I'm not too sure. In any event, green. What does he decide to build? A demolition raft. Okay. Let's see if these janissaries fall for the trap. I mean, I would move my fishing vessels here if you want to lure these guys into a demolition raft. Let's see if he garrisons it or if he just releases it immediately. 80% done. Oh, I'm very excited to see what he thinks he can do with this demo raft. No, he garrisons it instead. Oh, I don't want to move away, but we have to move away. There's action happening now in a bunch of different spots. Purple expanding this way. Green now under attack. I wonder if we're going to see a very quick GG out of him now that he is zero military economy is under attack. But no, he's going up to Imperial off of the back of which town center? Okay, at least he has the wherewithal to go up on the back of the furthest town center from the cast. And in come Sicilian Cavaliers. Do they have Hauberk? It looks like it, right? Or maybe not. I haven't kept my eye on it, but they will be enough here to wallop this entire Turkish army. What a turn of events. All of a sudden, Team North, with the higher military count and the more powerful military, the entire Turkish expeditionary force has been wiped off the face of the map by these Sicilian Cavaliers. What a brilliant move here to support his teammate out of Krisibu. Oh, let's take a look at his infrastructure, see what he's working with. How many stables? 7 stables, not bad at all. A castle as well. And now the theater of war has shifted west. This one. Oh my god, this snow leopard. Are you going to get a second kill? Are you actually going to get a second kill? Oh my god, look at the HP. They're going to focus on the house. He's going to get a second kill. He's being healed up by a monk. When the hell is the last time you saw that? A pikeman being attacked by a snow leopard while attacking a house, being healed by 2 monks. Sorry guys, I'm yelling into the microphone. I'm very excited. I don't know what the hell is going to happen here. This house is not going to go down anytime soon. Oh my god. Oh my god, without those monks, this snow leopard would probably be the MVP of the game in my opinion. Oh my god, continuing. In any event, let's see what the hell else is going on now. We've got Sicilian Cavaliers swarming these Mangudai. Are they elite? They are elite, but 4 melee armor on them only. And remember, this is a pro game, so absolutely no player is going to have murder holes for some bizarre, inexplicable reason. Knights now taking on pikemen, backed up by a bunch of monks. Ganji has exploded into Teal's base, but Purple is here to meet him. Purple with the infrastructure. Hufnitze. Amongst all of this, our Purple Bohemian, remember, I think they nerfed the Hufnitze recently, right? They made it more expensive in terms of food and gold, and they lowered its blast radius to, I want to say 0.4, but I'm probably wrong. 0.7. Was this played before the patch? I thought it was lowered. But it's possible this game was played right before the new patch came out, although I don't know how I would have access to it in that case. I thought they nerfed the Hufnitze. If anyone in the chat knows, please do let me know. I don't mind being wrong. Gives me an opportunity to improve my knowledge. Turk moving out. Turk being pushed back by the Sicilian Cavaliers, who are now just hanging out here at the Brandenburg Gate over here. Go after the bomber cannon. Now we've got a purple castle going up. So blue's aggression and orange's backup have now stalled completely. What are they building? Two-handed swordsman out of our Slavic player. We'll see if he gets Druzhina, which gives him oh my god, trample damage. And this is the part of Black Forest that I absolutely hate, just because I'm that's just the way I am. You build all this wonderful infrastructure, you think it's going to save you. In this case, you're the one knocking down the wall, but imagine his opponent did this. I don't think you need 6 onagers here to make one path. Mangadai need to start helping out here. These 8, yeah, they definitely have Hauberk upgrade. Yeah, anyone in the chat, please let me know what the Hufnitze's blast damage radius is. I thought it was nerfed from 0.7 lower, but it seems like area of effect range is 0.7 still. Yeah, interesting. I honestly, I thought it was nerfed, but let's see if our Turk notices a bunch of onagers. But the question to green is like, great, you've done this. Now what? 1 scout cavalry can kill all of this in theory. Purple pushing back orange. Orange being pushed back by purple here. Teal entering the chat finally with some archery ranges for our Dravidian. Oh, Remy Swordsman. Anytime I see them, I automatically, like a Pavlovian response, I tell anyone watching, go immediately to Google. Well, maybe not immediately if you're watching the cast. Go to Google. Google Urumi Swordsman and just look at how freaking cool it is. And you'll see why they do area of attack damage as well with their their first attack that's charged. Oh wow, it's even bigger than Hufnitze, 0.8. So basically we've got action everywhere. We got Mangadai taking on Hauberk upgraded cavaliers from the Sicilian. We've got Turkish gunpowder against Teutonic siege. Misses, gets just the tip. Now we've got finally some reinforcements, some supporting for these onagers, some support for these onagers. We've got Urumi swordsmen wandering with their steel metal foldable blades, trying to take on Slavic champions. Immediately retreat. There's only 2 of you. Although take a look with the charge attack. Oh, never mind. Upgrades not the greatest on these guys, but you know what will kill the champions is these hand cannoneers. Oh, J-Dog, you're watching from work? Apologies to your employer. Or apologies to anyone you work with if you're watching this from work. More balance if it took longer for onagers to cut. I mean, sure. Oh god, these are siege onagers now. Teutonic siege onagers. Oh, they can. I think they can take the castle now. Oh, these gunpowder units should not engage at all. It should be the same range, right? Oh no, I forgot these are Teutons. 8+1. Oh, they outrange these guys. Atlas, to answer your question, I mean, it's been this way forever. Does sacrifice one of his onagers for a hussar, not exactly the best of trades. It's been this way forever. I don't know that changing it would necessarily have a huge impact, because when you clear out a short distance like this, it's one thing, but if he was to go down, like, let's say the side of the map, it would still take him a shit ton of time. These guys going to the back found some stone to mine. Blue has been completely pushed back. Orange still streaming in champions. And now what looks like trade is finally up for Team North. Is it up for Team South? I don't see any trade. So naturally Team North with the economic advantage here. 26, almost full HP. Cavaliers, but no longer safe under the shadow of their castle. I mean, what are they waiting for? Engage into this. There's one castle to support. I think they can take this fight. In any event, green, 10 halberdiers and 5 onagers. Why are you opening up more avenues into your own base? Do you really want Mangadai showing up? Do you really want the siege sniper extraordinaire when all you have is siege? We'll see what he says. We're now moving forward with 3 onagers. Let's see if he can get anything done. Okay, 1 onager for 3 Mangadai. Not a bad trade. Does lose a second. Should lose a third. Yeah, this is the point. When you do stuff, oh god, I sound like my dad. Don't do things for no reason, you know. Sound like a crafty old man. But yeah, you can't just clear pathways. This is, you know, when you're playing a map like Michi as well, or Michi, however you pronounce it, and all of a sudden your teammates open up a third avenue of attack through the forest, and you're like, WTF, guys? All my army is on the left, and you just opened up a massive second front in the center. How are you expecting me to deal with this? That's what I think Green is doing. I think Green is screwing his team up a little bit. Does lose the incursion here, has lost all of his siege, rebuilding it slowly. And now these Cavaliers have destroyed the Mongol siege. Oh, you love to see it. Elite, Imperial skirmishers. Remember, I think because of the Vietnamese team bonus, now everyone has Imperial skirmishers available. Oh, they're such a pain in the ass to deal with. Such a fun unit to see. I mean, first of all, it's aesthetically so nice. But mixed in with some Arbalest, it's going to be absolutely deadly. Blue Ganji is back with a vengeance. Scores for the teams only 1,000 apart. Manages to snipe a Fnitze. Oh, purple. You can't be throwing these units away. Although these siege onagers, oh, you know there's something in here. He knows that there's champions in there. The second they catch up. Oh, maybe they don't even need the champions. Oh. Now the trade has been exposed. Blue looks a little bit unstoppable. Teal, what does he have? He has absolutely nothing except these Urumi swordsmen. He's getting the elite skirmisher upgrade. And now the Mangudai have pushed back the Cavaliers. How many Cavaliers left? Only 12. So we missed a big old slaughter of Cavaliers. Green here. Just tossing units away, but his oh god, okay, let's see what he can do here with 3 siege onagers. Gets a bunch of villagers. Okay, no janissaries just yet, and ends up losing all 3 of his army here. Is he expanding further? No, he is not. Villager count, Team North about 100 villagers ahead, but 100 military supply behind. And Team South, I mean, this is the Slavs are what? The infantry / siege civilization? So wow, I mean, Chaos is showing us exactly what to do, but how many hand cannoneers? 28 hand cannoneers and a castle will have something to say about this, but castle will literally go down in what, 10 seconds to this many siege rams? Oh, and Team North just decides to GG, I guess. Okay. Not an unexpected outcome. Let's put it like that. Ganji was pushed back seriously, but then rebounded with these Vietnamese. Oh, the Vietnamese, such a cool archer civilization. Surprised, did we see any rattan archers? No. Beautiful play here out of Ganji. Beautiful play out of Orange. I think he was a little bit clumped here with Blue earlier on in the game, and so instead decided to go up his own route, basically knocking. I mean, Purple could have withstood a little bit longer. No, I mean, 3 Hufnitzes. Where are they, by the way? They're back here. There's a bunch of Teal Urumi swordsmen, 22. But take a look at the military supply. I mean, Green. Let's see how Green was doing here. Not the most effective use of the siege onager out of Bob the Destructor. Also, again, not a huge fan of just randomly cutting down avenues of attack, because if you can't push into there, your opponent is going to take absolute control of that area, and then you now have another avenue that your base is going to get attacked by. So not the best move here. Hero MVP of Team North was the I think the Sicilian and the Cavaliers that basically saved the day. But my god, take a look at the numbers. Let's take a look at the 109 Mangudai at 200 Cavaliers. I wish it would summarize kills, but let's take a look at tribute. Okay. So our Turk received a lot of tribute from our Mongol. Not surprisingly, good neighbors. And Teal and Green both were on the receiving end. Oh no, yeah. So you got now 2 team members that need resources. Although let's take a look at the trade. I mean, Team North had so much more trade. Oh, no, not that much more trade. Sicilian with the 49 and Teal with the 17. I'm surprised so little. I guess the game didn't last very long. Okay, that was a fun game, actually. I think Green here made a few errors with his siege onagers, but man, did he manage to plug up the Turks' advance together with these Sicilian Cavaliers out of red. That was a lot of fun. So, I think that was this one. Okay. Ooh, Berbers. Let's take a look at the next game. What is this? Red, purple, blue, and yellow. So we'll call them Team West. Sorry, guys. You have to hear me type for a little bit. So let's take a look at Team West. We've got Chaos to win back again, this time as the Burmese. We've got Kylar as the Chinese. Again, always a good civ to have on your roster in a 4v4. Zastosi back as the Koreans. Oh, that would have helped Team North last game, removing the minimum range of the catapults to 1, basically. And double ZX as the Byzantines. What is their team bonus? Let me look at my chart. Monks heal 100% faster. Okay, not a bad bonus to have. Good little wall off here early on with Yellow's support. Team East, starting with Ganji as the Orange Berber. Not the best civ in a closed map like this, but take a look at how much space he's got to maneuver. So Berbers might actually be quite good in this situation. In gray, we've got RG again. I'm just going to call him RG because I have no clue how to pronounce his name. RG as the Bohemians. Ganji, or rather double ZX, is pinging his team to the west saying, hey, we need to get on these boars. This is a lot of food here. Teal. We've got Chrissy Boo back again as the Vikings this time. And Combi Kingstone. Okay. We've got a pretty high elo player here, Kingstone, as the green Japanese. So not only did he spawn Japanese, but he spawned right next to a big old lake. And so that is an absolute... First of all, this lake is massive in terms of Black Forest. So you can definitely fit as many fishing ships as you want in here. And they work a bit faster, I think, as part of the Civ bonus. For now, though, Blue Chaos trying to wall off. Not too sure what Green is doing, why he's attacking the Palisades. Just wall it off yourself. He is chopping down trees. Honest Abe Kingstone over here. Or was it George Washington who chopped the trees? I don't remember. It was either Washington or Lincoln. I forget who. I think Washington had the cherry tree, right? Somebody in the chat, if you are if you know American history, please do let me know. Let's take a look at the map, see exactly what avenues of attack we have here. Purple, nice and secure now that he's built this forward wall off. Is being chased back by RG's villager, who is trying to make a very aggressive wall. I mean, why give up control of the relic? Oh, now the wolf comes in. Who's he going to attack? He's attacking purple. Oh, that is so sour. So 1, 2, 3 basically avenues of attack on this map. So a fairly easy map to wall off for the players, and fairly easy map to or sorry, what am I doing? This part of the map, not that one. Sorry. Fairly easy wall off, and also, by the way, fairly good map, I think, for teammates. This is not a long distance to travel for teammates. I mean, Orange is a little bit isolated here, but if RG can get his units to support if Orange comes under attack, not bad at all. Continuing to make an issue of this, wasting a lot of micro time, wasting 4 villagers. Just build your wall and go build your fishing ships. I said fishing ships, not fish and chips. Although I recently saw one of my favorite YouTuber couple. Check them out, Bill and Lisa. They went to London. They had some fish and chips that looked freaking amazing. such a delicious looking meal. Okay, in any event, enough talking about food. We've got a boar pull here by RG. We've got lakefront living here by Chrissy Boo, and Green finally taking or rather creating a wall. Although again now contested, and oh my god, that beautiful placement by Red on top of this one palisade so that Green couldn't finish his wall off. Okay, brilliant play here by Blue to basically keep Green out. I don't know what Green is trying to break in here for. You have fewer units and 3 of your villagers are basically dead. Why would you want to engage into this? Especially when they just rebuild it. Loom for everyone, I assume? Yes, loom for everyone. Now we've got a boar pull. Where is the third? I guess the third got stuck here. So double ZX drops the ball on one boar, but will still get 2. Not a bad pull at all. Another boar for RG. More and more fishing ships coming out. There's a lot of lakes on this map, and the lakes are quite large. I mean, look at this. This could easily fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or more docks. Blue pinging his teammates here. I wonder why. Green trying to come forward. Oh, for God's sake, just finish your wall off here. Okay, Blue moving too fast for Green, though. Blue's not the Berbers, right? It's the Berbers that villagers move 10% faster. Who's the Berbers here? Ganji and Orange. Okay, yeah, that's right. Anyone up to feudal yet? Absolutely not. Chrissy Boo, nice and safe and secure, far away from the aggression on the front lines, is first to go up to feudal. His teammate Ganji not far behind, although Ganji with a bit more of a exposed, let's call it, base here. Purple can attack at any time, although is Purple gearing up to do any kind of attack? No, he's not. He is gearing up to do some fishing, some hunting, some herding, and that's basically it. Okay, oh wow, this is a contested relic here. You've got some of RG's palisades to one side and double ZX's palisades on the other. I wonder if anyone will get into this you know, forbidden lake, let's call it here, with only 600 food, but more importantly this 3,200 gold. And now Chrissy Boo first up to feudal. Let's see what he does. Builds a market in a location that tells me he has no interest in trading at the moment. Otherwise that market would have probably been in the back of his base, right? Okay, but it ain't even building a market. This is a good map for some big battles, I think. I don't quote me. It might end in the next 5 minutes. And like I said, if you watch my cast, you know if I say, oh, we're in for a big battle, the game ends 5 seconds later. Oh, we've got a 3-boar pull here by RG. Let's see if he's successful. Blocking the boars with bodies for now. 1 boar should go down. Let's see, the HP on this boar should go down as well. And the third, confused, wondering why the hell he was pulled all the way here. Not the best placement of boars to maximize the number of villagers that can surround them, but he doesn't really have that many villagers to surround them anyway. Only 10, but 2 more immediately being produced. Oh, beautiful play here by Chaos Twin. I don't know what this is. This looks like 2 wolves that he killed while also luring boars. And this wolf is still going. Finally does get taken out by the town center, as do the boars, ready and ripe for being harvested, so that Blue can do his best to go up to feudal. Come on, he's got only 370 food. Sorry guys, I don't know why the map clicked over there and zoomed in. So let's take a look at our disputed, our DMZ over here, our demilitarized zone, no man's land. Blue and Green have basically said at this point, let's just boom, see what's going on. And yeah, okay, our Japanese getting more and more fishing ships out. This part of the map, we've got a light scout cav rather. Okay, and our RG basically says, you know what, take the relic. I don't care to contest it. Relics are not going to play a huge role in anything that I plan on doing, supposedly, apparently. And so both players are walling themselves off. Actually, both players giving up control of the relic. And over here, absolutely nothing. We've got a little outpost. Nobody inside the outpost, so not too sure how it's getting its vision, but neither player really caring to invest in military at the 15-minute mark of the game. We've got a absolute massive military supply of 1 versus 2. Villager count surprisingly nigh identical, 139, 138, but military count hilariously low at this stage. Everyone is rushing up to castle. Looks like 3 players on Team West. And finally, Combi Kingstone, our Japanese fisherman, is heading up to feudal. Chaos to win. Are you? Yeah, he just hit feudal himself. Hi, Brian. I'm doing absolutely well. The last few games have been really fun. I'm hoping this one's fun as well. Glad you could join. And as you're joining, to summarize where we stand in the game, villager count basically identical, military count non-existent for any team. Combi Kingstone does need to get his butt up to castle, continuing to expand his civilian population, walling off. And now we've got this looks like the flag of some country, red, blue, and green. Our teams to the south continuing to expand as well. Nobody building any military of any kind. We've got a purple wall off here. Byzantines, remember, their structures get progressively chonkier and chonkier as the game goes on. So a good team to have, a good civ to have in your pocket. I don't mean the pocket position, I mean in your actual pocket as a team member. You want some big sturdy buildings. Okay. I feel like these players are just plopping down infrastructure willy-nilly, right? Like, why are you building a market and a blacksmith in the very, very forward position, unless that's where your villagers were and you just happened to place them there? I feel like these structures could have been placed better, just like this market here and this blacksmith. I wonder if they're playing it willy-nilly. Oh, sorry, guys. Something with my speaker. Yeah, I just fixed it. Yes, approved. Okay. Purple, finally moving forward with that big, strong Byzantine castle. What is orange doing? Ganji also casually continuing to expand his civilian population, but finally Kylar, with a castle that can actually attack something, has claimed this as part of the Chinese Empire. Building this castle here, we'll see if we're going to see some of those adorable Chukanus. They are such a fun unit, so incredibly powerful. 2 monasteries. If you haven't noticed, the Ark of the Covenant in the monasteries that gets lowered into the hole in the ground. Very, very cool little detail. That's part of the reason why I love this game so much. And people say I fanboy out a lot, but whatever. I'll do what I want, and I love fanboying out. It's just this small little attention to detail. My goodness, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, the fourth one is take a look at the mini-map. It kind of looks like it's blue. Anyway, 3 town centers for our Burmese and extra town center for our Chinese Kylar, who is continuing to expand his water. Anything at home? Absolutely not. He is positioning himself in the front here. He wants to be aggressive. Military count now, a massive 4 to 1. Yeah, you love all the details. It's just a very pretty game. Walls being deleted and Chukanus are out. Multiple arrows. Remember, these arrows also deal melee damage, so rams beware. And here you see every monastery with the Ark of the Covenant there. Very fun. Looks like the James Bond one. Not James Bond, the... Oh my god. Oh, my brain is drawing a total blank. The Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones. East worker count booming, 308 to 227. Good eye shamo. Building this interestingly towered wall here is purple. I guess he wants to attack this way. Okay, he's gonna... I see a monk moving forward. Not too sure where he's moving forward, but Is he going to demolish his structures to get that relic? No, just placing the monk there for now. And our Japanese player putting up a castle again. Team East, no military to speak of. Where's their military? It's over here. Their military, only military unit just died. 0 military unit. I was going to say has only 3 HP, but this villager gets a kill. Does not care. Let's see all of her scouting. This is a fantastic scouting here for Chaos. He is going to see a lot. If he moves north, he's going to see all these fishing ships. I think you can fit another dock into here, to be honest. Let's take a look. 1 monk has become 2 monks and a trebuchet. What is Ganji doing? Ganji is plopping 33 fishing ships. Oh man, RG is now under attack here. What? What is this trebuchet doing? Is he trying to clear out this forest? Okay, he's trying to clear out forest instead of attacking his opponent's walls. Needs to get this one, I think, or the one below it. Okay, so now there's a path, I think. No, he needs one more. Oh, accidentally gets the palisade. No, you need one more. I don't think you can get out now. Okay, now you can. Beautiful play here by Double ZX. And exactly what happened last game. You know, the Teuton build basically a massive wall, a great wall, and his opponent just knocked down the corner of it and said, okay, I'll just sneak in through the corner. No biggie. Japanese castle coming in under attack, but Viking castles coming up to support with some siege. Our Viking is going up to Imperial, as are 2 others of his teammates. Blue is getting the war galley upgrade. Oh no, our Japanese, I told you to take this as another dock. Oh no, he's got his own galley out, but okay, and a fire galley, but will it be enough to take care of these fire ships? We'll keep an eye on that. Yellow and purple moving into Gray's base. Ganji plopping defensive structures. My goodness, is our Berber going heavy on the cavalry. Not a big surprise given that he's playing the Berbers. The question is, will he have will he have enough time? This Bohemian castle coming under attack. 0 military for RG except for a few monks. Remember, the Bohemians can turn their monks into trash units by replacing all their costs by food, which is just absolutely bonkers. Monks as a trash unit. What a concept. For now, though, our team East, holding the line very poorly. A bunch of Chukanus, and more importantly, a bunch of villagers. 19 villagers coming across. Look at this stream of Chinese villagers breaking through the Japanese wall here. Okay, never mind. They move back, placing an incredibly defensive castle, seeing... I think they didn't know about these Viking castles until now and thought they could just stroll in willy-nilly saying, hey, this is our land. But no, you've got to contend with a few castles. Orange, what are you building? Ganji, hello. 21 light cav moving in. We'll see if that can help. I mean, technically it should. There's only 4 trebs here. A few arbalists. But Ganji instead choosing to mass his army. Oh yeah, new teams today. Remember, these aren't any tournament games. This isn't like Nations Cup or Nilly's Apartment Cup or whatever it is. These are just ranked, or rather unranked ladder games, I think, or ranked. I'm not too sure if they're ranked or unranked, but they are on the ladder. And so the teams are very, very fluid and not very aggressive. I mean, oh, this is troublesome here for Team East. Green is being pushed back. Has gotten control of the water. I did not expect that. Blue wasting those resources, investing into galley upgrades. Question is, galley upgrades, no, but Chukanus, yes. And this once proud Japanese fishing fleet has been cut in size. Chukanus basically, they're so good. It's such an annoying unit to have to fight against. It can literally snipe anything. Oh, look at this monk evading mangonel shots or onager shots at this point, but finally does succumb. Let's take a look at the battle here. And now we've got Berber Hussars moving at the speed of light of 1.65, getting a bunch of monks. Although with the Arbalest support and the tower support, they will not get the monks for now. But Ganji playing it safe, keeping a few Hussars to defend his trebuchets. I wonder if he would do well to engage into this part of the map. Okay, so Ganji and RG managing to hold their portion of the map. Unfortunately for them, actually no, not unfortunately. This is not a bad hold at all here. I mean, it's desperation mode for freaking castles. Yes, berserkers, you love to see them with their regenerative powers. And now the Chukanus have to run away. I mean, they're good, but they're not going to beat these galleys, especially not if he focuses all 5, which for some reason he's not doing. Okay, he's tickling away at some of the HP here of the Chukanus. Okay, Team East is holding. Team West threw a lot at them. Military supply, a little bit of an advantage here for Team West. Nothing really to write home about, especially once Orange gets his production into full swing. I mean, look at this. 12 Berber stables, no threat in sight. Purple would do well maybe to try to bust in through here with some kind of military to dislodge Ganji. Otherwise, Ganji's just gonna... I mean, let's take a look how many villagers he's got on food. 63 villagers on food. He's gonna send in units for days, and oh god, yeah, Cavaliers are coming out now too, supported by bombard cannons and a buttload of monks. Don't be bummed, Brian, if you missed this one or if you come late to this one. Believe me, I'm planning on starting to do these every day of the week. And so if you miss the beginnings of some of them, absolutely don't fret. I'm also going to start doing, I posted it in my community tab. I'm starting to consider doing, like, there's a couple of really good players in the 21, let's say between 2000. This looks like he's trying to bust his way in. Anyway, sorry, you guys know I keep distracting myself. I have the attention span of a limpet. But there are some players in the 2000 to 2200 Elo range that I think are just absolutely fantastic, and they don't make it to the tournaments. They don't really, you know, they're not the Viper, they're not MBL, they're not Mr. Yo, but their play is just so much fun to watch. Oh god, you do not want to lose Trebs to Halberdiers. That is a cuckold move, in my opinion, in Age of Empires. Although it doesn't look like he's paying attention, because he is trying to bust his way. I knew it. I freaking knew it. The second I saw that little indent here, I knew that he was trying to do something cheeky. He doesn't even need to, he doesn't give a shit about the wall, because he's got onagers. Oh, no, 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 don't take a shot. Okay, so now Ganji with the backstab here. We'll see how Purple reacts. In any event, they are quite fun to watch, these players. I mean, a lot of them are on Twitch. So weird to see Korean cavalry. Daily yeah, if you're down for daily content, stay tuned. I'm planning to ramp shit up. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of really good players. I think like John Slow, Gabby, Salsekiato, 2999. I forget the numbers after his name. But there's a lot of really good players. Oh, these mangonels need to do a little bit better, I think. Get the Chukanus. Forget the... Let the Berserkers take care of the champions. Are these elite yet? Oh yeah, they're elite. Leave them to take care of the champions. You go after the Chukanus, which should be elite by now as well. But they are fantastic players, and I'm going to find like 5 or 6 games of each of them, or depending on, I guess, how long they last. I don't know if I try not to see the timestamp of the games. Orange here completing the backstab. Take a look at Double X's score here. Lowest score in the game. Lix, okay, I'll find him as well. So yeah, if anyone watching this, I see there's 18 people watching. If there's any players that you want me to cast that are in between that Elo range, like 2000 and upwards, please comment on my community post or write in the chat. I'll try to remember, although my memory is absolutely terrible. So if you write it here, I may not remember, but well, yeah, Mr. Yo for sure. I mean more players, you know, 2000 to 2200 Elo. Oh my god, these Hussars out of our... Now red is pinging here because there's orange Hussars. I mean, Genji just won the Team South the game, in my opinion, with this brilliant maneuver. And again, what's the point of building this wall here, right? I mean, you know your opponent has onagers. All he needs to do is attack ground right here. In any event, elite skirmishers taking on towers. Okay, you're not going to win that battle. For some reason, Genji's Trebs, I guess he's microing elsewhere, are not helping out here at the moment. And now our Japanese Viking combo basically have to hold. All they need to do here right now is hold. Because all of the pressure is about to come off of our Eden because of this incredible backstab by Genji. Absolutely wonderful. You see which direction yellow is going? Away from the battlefield. And so there is now, I think, a timer on Team North to get as much damage done as possible. Otherwise, they're just up shit's creek. I mean, take a look at this. Elite skirmishers countering literally everything that you see here on the map for Team North, with the exception of this bombard, which is going to get surrounded and immediately taken out by these helms. Although, hello, bring them forward. Okay, it does bring them forward. Oh my god, what the hell is this? A reserve force of 11 monks. You know, just in case. Yeah, those Hussars are absolutely everywhere. They're here to the north attacking red. They're here to the west attacking yellow, catching the trade, by the way. They have decimated purple, whose score is literally, what is this, half of his teammates' scores? And when you mix in Cavaliers, these trebuchets, these elite skirmishers will basically break through to here. So like I said, that's why I think the Japanese, the Vikings, push in if you want. It's very dangerous. Defender's advantage and all. But you don't need to. Just keep holding the line here. Maybe even send some of these units south to help. But the second this infrastructure falls, I feel like we're going to see a GG out of Team North because... Again, there's just literally nothing they can do here. Insane multitasking by Genji. Absolutely. I mean, what has he got? 35 Cavaliers. Okay, so here we go. The clock is ticking now, I think, on Team North. Once they lose the center position, bye-bye Relic, bye-bye Castle, bye-bye infrastructure. That's why they're desperately trying to place down even more infrastructure. We got heavy cavalry archers out of our Japanese taking on Chukanus mixed in with champions. Okay. So yeah, a bit of a stalemate here. Team North needs to attack into this. Team South, I think, or rather Team East, just has to hold. Because this is going to end the game. This push, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Does bust in again with this onager. Will lose it. Okay, I thought he was moving forward to repair it. And what is Orange producing? Orange has 15 population space. Take a look at his production tab. Hussars for days. My god, did they pop out at the same time beautifully. They are heading over here. And let's see if he red pinging this narrow pathway that he just noticed was created by green. Oh, wow. Talk about a backstab. Red notices it, immediately pings, immediately a castle going up. These fishing ships are dunzo to these, what range is on these, 7 range only, but still. Okay, never mind. Forgoes the fishing ships. Red pinging his heart out, telling his teammates, guys, WTF. We've got a bunch of heavy cavalry archers, HCAs, in our base. You know, the battle is lost here. These Hussars, these Cavaliers will do well, I think, to back up a little bit. Let these elite skirmishers deal with that. But in comes Team West. Noticing that the heavy cavalry archers are gone, they know that it's their time to pounce. So cocky are they that they're actually placing down infrastructure. We'll see. We'll see, Tazy, if this is GG. I suspect it is. Just because now green, he's not going to demolish structures, but he is going to destroy units. 25 kills on this group alone. 28 kills on this group alone. I mean, this is not the best use attacking a dock attack. I wouldn't even attack the Chukanus at this point. Attack the trade. Attack the trade and run away. Let the Chukanus chase you. They're basically at half your speed, right? 0.96. to 1.54. So let's zoom out. Let's take a look at the battle. Continuing here, 4 castles for our Vikings, still able to stymie any attempt from Team West. Team West not producing any trebuchets at all, although finally we see a single bombard cannon who now dies to friendly. No, almost. I thought he died to friendly fire. He's got 4 HP left. Oh my goodness. Action everywhere. We've got Orange inserting himself. Camel archers. I mean, he knows that these heavy cavalry archers are in his team, right? I think camel archers have the bonus against cavalry archers. Oh, can you imagine if these Chukanus get surrounded by a bunch of hussars? Oh lordy. For now, action everywhere. Team West continuing to try to insert themselves. Yeah, hit and run the trade is exactly what I think he should be doing right now. I think he's searching for villagers, searching for trade, but I hope he doesn't put himself in a corner here for his sake. Can outrun these Chukanus. Red, not knowing which direction, decides to, okay, divide them up, but yeah, that's what I suspected. The second all this died, all this infrastructure died, all the Japanese and the Vikings had to do was hold here. And not only are they holding brilliantly, but they push it back. The unexpected move, though, coming out of Combi Kingstone. I told you, I think the highest Elo player in the game. 74 kills for this batch of heavy cavalry archers out of our green Japanese player. Absolutely incredible. Trade finally up for Team East. Let's see if that did anything. Genji popping out. 295 hussars. Let's see if trade managed to do anything. Not really. 3,000 gold. Okay, so neither team really boosting its trade up. Wow, what an absolutely great game here. So we've been streaming for about an hour and 45 minutes. Let me know if you want me to stream one more. I think I have the voice for it. I think I have the energy for it. I think we streamed 3 games? Or did we stream 4? I think maybe 4? But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see one more game or if we should save it for another day. Wow, what an absolutely brilliant game here. Let's see if we can see the kill count. 3, 7, about 800 kills for Team West. 4, 6, about 1,000 kills for Team East. So not a huge disparity in kill count, to be honest. Look, whenever somebody spells more M-O-A-R, I think I'm pretty obligated to play to cast one more. Okay. So which one did we just cast? I think it's this one with the Berbers, right? Okay. So we've got 2 left in the arsenal. I don't know how long because I do this show potential spoilers. I click that off. By the way, take a look here. Uzi and Hart had a 3-game. Not a series, but they played 3 games. I'm going to live cast this as well. These are some fun civilizations. Burgundians, Malians, Khmer, Dravidians, Gurjaras, Mayans. Lots of potential for lots of fun. Okay. Oh, this has Modri in it too. And Citeaux. And Clement. And King Boo. I always notice King Boo because he has that carrot in front of his... Hi, Mustafa. He has that carrot. I have no clue how he got that carrot in front of his name. So these are some heavy hitting players here on this team. Let me just quickly orient myself. Yellow, blue, gray, and teal. Yellow, blue, gray, and teal. Okay, so that's, we're gonna call them Team West again. Oh my god, every game they make me redo the team names. So inconsiderate. Kingstone versus Hera could be fun. Oh yeah, no, Kingstone's a pretty damn good player. I mean, Hera's #1 for a reason, but Kingstone is a pretty damn good player. There's a few members on the combi. I don't know what they call them now. When I was playing, it was called clans. Now I don't know what they call them. If it's teams or groups or I don't know what. In any event, let's take a look. Oh, Mustafa, you're still at work? I mean, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate that you're tuning in when you're at work and stuff like that. It's a good feeling of validation that, you know, we're having fun and enjoying this game together, because really, honestly, if I didn't enjoy this game, I wouldn't be casting. I just absolutely love Age of Empires. I got my cousin to play it when I was younger and he was younger. I got my friends to play it. I skipped school in high school at some points, and my homework was second priority to logging on to the zone and playing 1v1 Frankish Frank deathmatch. So I absolutely have a history with this game. I love it. In any event, let's take a look at the team's Modri, an incredibly strong player. I think top 15 on 1v1s. Yeah, you still call them clans, right? Okay, Clown Clan. Is there actually a Clown Clan? Okay. Modri here in blue, playing as the Byzantines. Teammate Clement playing as the Mayans. Poseidon as the Spanish. These are some pretty good civs for this team. And Vikings, RG Eden playing the Vikings this time already has a wall off Red, making no attempt. Red, of course, being none other than Cito, playing as the Burmese. His partner, King Marv. Okay. Oh, goodness. There's a few of you here that I recognize that were present. Not the last stream, but I think the stream before it, the penultimate stream, when King Marv was not really a very good teammate to his teammates. So we'll see. In this case, though, Cito is on his right wing. So we'll see if he even needs any help. Teal, very aggressive wall off. You're noticing that Team East is basically asleep at the wheel. They're not making any effort to wall anything off. In any event, let's keep going. King Marv is the Franks. Okay, you love to see them. Gurjara's King Boo. Ethiopians. So, my goodness. Spanish Byzantines, Mayans, and Vikings against Burmese, Gurjaras, Franks, and Ethiopians. This is a very good game. I'm glad we casted this as our last game tonight. This is going to be a fun one, I suspect. These are some heavy hitting civs. And again, Modri, I think, and Cito are both top 15 in the world right now, 1v1, I think. Don't quote me, but I believe so. Clement also, by the way, exactly, have a reputation. I hope it's a good one. Let me take a look. Hi, William Schubert. Glad you could join us for your first stream. Schubert is one of my favorite composers. Your mom, at this moment, I am not playing. I am focusing every single ounce of my energy on casting and creating content. Once I get it, it's like with every other job. Once you, or not, I shouldn't say job, because it's absolutely not a job. I don't think I've ever had this much fun in my life. Don't tell my wife that. But once you get things up and running, and things kind of, you have a pace, and you know what you're doing, and things like that, then I think once I have a bit more time, I'll absolutely start playing. Although I don't know if you guys will enjoy 1v1 death matches. I don't know if they're that popular anymore. Oh my god, another little bizarre love triangle between a villager, a scout, and a snow leopard. That's funny, Mustafa. But yeah, no, for sure I will start playing at some point. I just have no clue when. I'm just so focused on casting, on making sure I can find amazing games. And just, again, my priority right now is to just go live every day and to have a daily video and things like that. You'll notice sometimes that I release it's 1 hour ahead, 1 hour behind. I'm playing around with the best release times and stuff like that. Don't want to bore you with kind of like the workings of the channel, but once I figure everything out, for sure you will see me play, whether on YouTube or Twitch or both. TBD. My secret is safe with the 16 people in the chat and anyone who watches this video afterwards. Yeah. Like the term love triangle. True. Let's leave the scout out of it. Let's say a villager, a snow leopard, and a wild boar. Although I guess that makes it worse, right? That actually makes it worse if it's more animals. Although who am I to, the Greeks were always kind of interesting like that, right? Zeus would pretend to be a bull or a horse or a swan, etc., etc. I think that's isn't that where Minotaur comes from? Minos Bull. Didn't I forget which god? It might even be Zeus. Didn't he come down and have a little bit too good of a time with the king's wife or something like that? And so he imprisoned the offspring in the center of the labyrinth, all angry and alone. The furries would say. Oh god. Oh, whoa, guys. I just noticed that Yellow, while we've been talking about things that ought not be talked about in polite company, has snuck in a dock to the back here and has a villager continuing to roam around the map. Let's see what Clement can do with this one villager. For now, we've got a bit of a battle here. Cito taking the Arabia approach to the game and putting on a bunch of feudal pressure here. Although has to back away now that there's a tower. Burmese, not exactly Cumans. They do not get any kind of siege in feudal age. He did seduce someone as a swan. I forget who. It's just so many in the Greek. I want to say weird, but they're very interesting stories. Yeah, that's all. Let's leave that topic behind. Otherwise, YouTube will flag this video for inappropriate content. In any event, wall-offs have been established. Let's take a look at the actual map. We've got one avenue of attack here to the west. Another avenue of attack, with a bunch of juicy wild boars here. 6 of them. That's 2,000 food for Team West, if they can get their hands on it. We've got Gray pinging this area. I don't know exactly why. Maybe showing Teal that his palisade is under attack, but Teal knows that his palisade is under attack. I guess Gray was telling him wall it off with stone as opposed to structures. And then we've got this avenue of attack. So basically 4 avenues of attack for a 4-on-4 game, which is not bad at all. Did Yellow's villager die? No, she did not. She's building a blacksmith in the back of Purple's base after teefing. Oh my god. Capout? I'm gonna call him Cap. After basically teefing Cap's lake here. Although Cap, in feudal, making no effort to take this lake. So not really teefing it. Yeah, that yellow sneak could be real nice. Let's see what she decides to build next. A barracks. Interesting choice here for our Mayan. I thought maybe build a barracks at home and archery ranges here. Remember, the Mayans do get a progressive discount excuse me, on their foot archers, except for skirmishers, I believe. Up to 30%. Although, oh my god, Purple built a town center here and canceled it. Oh, he's going to see it. They're going to see it. Let's follow along on Hansel and Gretel's journey here. Hansel and Gretel move in. They see a yellow blacksmith. Will they see the villager? No, they don't know what the hell to do. Oh, they see the villager. They see the villager. They see the barracks. Okay, so King Boo, again, I told you, King Boo is a pretty decent player. I think pretty good elo. They're going to try to lame the barracks here. And now this villager is stuck. What unfortunate placement here. And what a brilliant move by Purple to locate his town center here. Second one going up. So Purple does discover Yellow's attempt here. Not exactly a full lame. This is plenty of room for these Mayan infantry to come out and try to bust their way through. But now we finally got some attacks. Yeah, absolutely nice move here by Boo. First of all, incredibly lucky by him to have discovered this, sending Hansel and Gretel out. Teal moving forward here. Poseidon with an attack. What is Cito doing? Let's take a look at his... he is going up to Castle. Okay. So Team East is going to have 3 in Castle, but once Team West hits Castle, they're going to have 4. And what is Orange doing? Let's take a look at Orange, because he is the only one not going up to Castle, and he absolutely does not have the resources to. Also, thinking that this is Arabia, also building a feudal age army. I love the Ethiopians. The Shotel warrior, just such an incredible, powerful unit to raid with. Oh, you play Mario Kart with him? Well, you can give him a big thumbs up once you see him, see him in Mario Kart. Oh no, and now all of Yellow's aggression is done. The sneaky dock, the sneak around this way wasn't discovered until Boo try to place a town center. Okay. And now we've got conquistadors out of Poseidon. Deletes his own structures, giving himself more room to maneuver. But Citeaux, not anew, building his first castle here on the frontier. Will be able to shoo these guys away. Let's take a look at Teal. Is he at all close to Imperial? Absolutely not. He's got 19 food in the bank. And now they're going to discover all these little bits left behind by Clement. Actually, let's take a look at Clement's band. We have a base. We haven't actually seen it. He is going full boom right now, leaving the aggression up to his teammate in blue, who now has a siege workshop in the front. No one choosing to go down this avenue. Oh my god. Is he going to try to get the... is he going to try to go Beastmaster? No. I got so excited there. I thought we were going to see a 6-bore lure. More aggression. Another town center for our purple Gurjara. Okay. Dock very, very slowly going down. Yellow might want to pop out another ranged unit here in case this villager decides to repair the dock. Modri building 2 more town centers. And what is going on? Military supply equal, villager count basically equal to, I mean, Team East is a little bit ahead, but Team West is, somebody is housed here. Yellow. Clement is a little bit housed. More town centers. Let's take a look at Orange's resources. Let's see what we can figure out, because Cap is nowhere close to going up to castle. I mean, does he even have the buildings he needs to? No. I mean, he finally has a market. He needs one more structure, unless I'm missing something, to be able to go up to castle. Also needs the resources. He's still 300 food shy. Absolutely needs to go up to castle ASAP. You do not want to engage into a Byzantine that is an age ahead of you. Another town center going up for our Spaniard. Okay, so the players have kind of disengaged from each other, right? It looks like they're kind of trying to build up their economies. Okay. Not too sure what to make of this out of Orange. He doesn't seem to be in a rush at all. Okay, finally does get a blacksmith, so he has the structures. And right as I say he's not in a rush, clicks up to castle age. I see more and more castles being built here, though. Why is Pink going up to Imperial so soon, King Boo? Sorry, do you mean King Boo here? Oh, Red, you mean, sorry. Citeaux, yeah, let's take a look at why he's going up. He has no military to speak of. You know why, I suspect? Trebuchets. I think the second he gets to Imp in about a minute, we are going to see Trebs come out of him. I suspect. Don't quote me on that. Let's see. Is he building any kind of infrastructure? He's building monasteries. But aside from that, not really anything. You thought it was who? King Boo? I mean, both players make no sense if they're going up, but to be honest, neither player has any army. No real reason to rush up to Imperial unless it's to get siege. Look at this. Look at this palisade. Did not want to spend the stone. Does he have? He has 700 stone. Come on. Okay, so now he's in Imperial. Like I said, take a look at the bottom left of your screen. Immediately putting down a, rather researching, training, whatever you want to call it, a trebuchet. It does make sense, yeah, especially with this castle here. Although the castle is not really doing much at the moment, but Spanish, you do not want to let the Spanish get start snowballing out of control. Cap is finally in castle age, building a siege, building crossbows. Remember, Ethiopians have the fastest firing foot archers in the game with their 18% faster natural civ bonus. And let's see our Spaniard. Let's see what Poseidon does. Is he going up to Imperial? He is not. He is not in Imperial. Although any second now he will be. Take a look at his resources. He's got the gold. Just needs 300 or 400 more food. I don't know what this is. This is an interesting play out of him, because you're not going to defend this castle the entire time you're going up to Imperial. That's literally 3 in-game minutes, and you have 65 stone. Team East is in a good position, you're right. This is a very interesting castle placement here for Clement. Not aggressive, not defensive, kind of middle of the road, and in come the Ethiopian. But again, like I said last game, you're busting into your opponent's base. First of all, you have no clue what your opponent has. This is your vision as Orange. You see a mangonel. You're busting in here. You have no army. You've got 3 men-at-arms and 2 crossbows. That is not an army in a 4-on-4, in my opinion. So be very careful. I don't know why these players are in such a rush to bust into their opponent's bases when they themselves don't have any kind of military units whatsoever. But chakram throwers coming in. Oh, they're such a annoying unit if you go infantry. But is blue going infantry? Is yellow going infantry? No one is going infantry. Plumed Archer is the name of the game for our yellow Mayan. Now the Spanish castle is down, but I think I saw him rebuilding it here to the north. Okay, no, that's the Viking castle. So our Viking player has a safety castle kind of in the middle of his base, another safety castle to the further back of his base. He does not want to lose control of these fishing ships. And unfortunately for him, though, usually this is when you want to bust down your opponent's walls. When you've got, how many knights? 9 knights that can stream in and just slaughter anything and everything, as well as monks, as well as aggressive castles. Team West, take a look at the left side of your screen. All the resources, everyone is going rushing up to Imperial. This, in my opinion, is not a situation where you want to bust in. All Orange has done now is created an avenue for Blue to attack into his base, and his base is completely undefended, although finally his teammate does bring up a castle. And remember in the beginning of the game when I said it'll be interesting to see if King Marv actually supports his teammate here. 18 Cavaliers suggest that he is very much going to support his teammate here. And now 31 minutes into the game, King Marv entering into his opponent's base, decimating villagers left, right, and center, running away from a few knights, more realistically running away from this castle. Conscription being researched for our Viking. Does he have an army to speak of? Okay, 14 pikemen. Remember, they are Vikings, so they get the extra HP, 66. With the knights, I mean, desperately needs to, in a minute, these knights are going to be cavaliers, it looks like. Okay, so we've got a bit of a not a cold war, a detente happening in the center alleys of the map. Neither player is really interested in engaging. Red, Citeaux, furiously pinging this location for some reason, telling his partner, send your cavaliers here. Unfortunately, those cavaliers are going to run straight forward into a Viking wall. Or, if they go south, they're going to run straight into a Mayan castle. Teal very urgently blocking off. You need to stop working on this. Build 2 walls, build 2 walls, build 2 walls. Okay, but yellow. Is he going to get it on time? No, he's not paying attention. Oh my god, he has to get this middle part. No! Okay. Only 3 cavaliers enter the base, so not exactly the damage, but Gray's base is being ransacked. Teal finally sending in some support, although the monks, this is a lot of monks out of Citeaux. Let's see what's happening in the south of the map. Literally nothing, although the armies are massing. Are these elite yet? They are not. Plumed archers in 7 seconds will be elite, with a good attack bonus against infantry. I think, what is it, +2? But chakrams, you can't clump them like this against chakrams that pass through damage. They lowered the pain that it causes, but it causes 100% pain. And now the chakrams are taking on the elite plumed archers. What is the range? 6 to 8. Okay, so the plumes can retreat. They also are the fastest foot archer in the game, so it'll be interesting to see them take on the Ethiopian army. But the Ethiopian army is nowhere to be found. One crossbow and one mangonel. Uh-oh, it looks like Argiden, our gray Viking, is starting to fall here. Although 27 pikemen, he just doesn't want to engage right now into a castle backed by Trebs, backed by monks, backed by cavaliers. Those cavaliers are going to be incredibly annoying, but they've retreated back here. There's not that many, only one over here. And now we've got a Viking exodus looking for a new homeland. Is Regiden RG. We'll see if these cavaliers turn around and fight this. You can do it. Okay, got him into a choke point. Manages to get 1, 2 cavaliers. Has to be careful for the converts. But this is a good amount of Viking pike here. 30 Viking pikes. This isn't your mama's pikes, right? This is like 8 attack plus, I believe, what, 22 bonus against cavalry? 27 against cavalry. But his base is gone. Gray's entire base has been ransacked. He's got very few villagers, 63. Let's take a look at his resources. Non-existent, although he's got 600 gold. Bloons yet again taking on chakrams. I love Blue's attempt here to distract these chakram throwers with the cataphracts. Okay. I mean, Clement is making very good use of these plumed archers. Not really the hit and run that you want to see. Oh, he's taking way too much damage on these. So look how quickly these guys will demolish anything in a row. But he is sending help here to the north. Okay, great teammate. Our Viking has reestablished his colony over here, and in comes Teal with a massive body of almost full health cavaliers. We'll see what the hell happens now. Okay, I got very excited, and at the end of the day, nothing happened. They just backed away. Red is going to see all of it. For some reason, the cavaliers are not attacking him. They are on chill mode. 2 avenues of attack in the middle still. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Sniper lines from our spellcaster, the monk. You don't think they can hit and run? Yeah, fair enough point. I guess plus the bombard cannons would probably decimate them. Oh god. Good thing for him, the Mayan archers are 30% off. He is building 24 of them at a time. Another castle going up for him, so he'll be able to build even more. The south is basically a stale. Okay, now he needs to run in, though. Now you need to run in and try to snipe some of these bombard cannons. South seems to be entering a bit of a stalemate. Okay, cataphracts. Oh, they're so tanky. They're so fun to watch. They are not going to take any kind of bonus damage from the chakrams, giving these plumed archers enough time. Oh, and they're going to go after the onagers. Brilliant coordination here between yellow and blue. Absolutely brilliant coordination. The stalemate is over. Unfortunately for them, they don't have any units that can take down this castle. So they are in desperate, immediately building 4 trebuchets is our yellow Mayan. But the weak spot here is King Marv's green Frank Paladins. 192 HP backed up by Burmese monks. Oh no, yellow might have to pivot north here, leaving blue a little bit exposed. Now remember, if you're going to leave any civ exposed to take a few punches to the face, you want it to be the Byzantines. Their buildings much tankier, not just their town centers like the Persians, but all of their buildings are much tankier. So if yellow has to pivot, take a look at the HP, 6720. If yellow has to pivot north and help these teammates out here, I think blue can withstand a bit of an assault here. Why are you in the castle firing zone? Yeah, you see, they're pushing into the south, but on the north, Team West is getting absolutely wrecked. Somebody here would do well, obviously not the Mayans, but somebody would do well to throw in some light cav into here. Not frickin' militiamen. Probably a misclick, I would hope. Now we've got Frankish Paladins taking on Spanish paladins. I guess numbers-wise, the Spaniards take it. Okay, and they're starting to clear out the monks here as well. Team West is starting to stabilize here, especially to the south. They're the ones pushing in now. Again, no action in these alleys here, which is great for Team West. They could not handle another front right now. But these paladins are bruised and battered, 1,300 HP weaker. Running into monks, running into pikemen. Okay, pikemen are not the end of the world against paladins. Especially just basic, what are these, Burmese pikemen, right? 55 HP. These are not your 66 HP Viking pikemen. Excuse me. Team West absolutely running amok here to the south. Orange is under real trouble. Take a look at his score, 5,400. Just absolutely in trouble here, but Frankish paladins continue to, I guess, try to ransack these town centers, but they are full of villagers. These paladins are basically going to die, not quickly, not right now, but they are going to die. And what is this? Okay, mining here, green pinging, showing, we did not kill Gray's military enough. Where the hell did these siege units come from? Out of here? Okay. RG basically biding his time until he noticed a lull in the activity here, then unleashes more like it, a bunch of siege rams you'd love to see. But unfortunately for him, he is taking down Frankish castles, which are very cheap. But here come the plumed archers blocking their own trade. Should be able to decimate these slower moving infantry units, while at the same time the cataphracts, blue is just going full balls to the wall. Cataphract with Hussar support would do well to send some Hussars north here to take care of these Burmese monks. 9 of them still out on the battlefield. Trade for both teams. Oh, what a fun game. And now we've got fresh Frankish paladins. 6,300 HP of Frankish paladins. Oh my goodness, another castle going up for our Frank. Blue and yellow continuing to push in here. Nothing out of orange. What the hell does orange have? He's got fire galleys. This is his army. This is what he's fighting with. What is his resources? Resources are not terrible. He's got food. He's got gold. Do something. He is no longer building villagers because he's got one town center. Has he exited the game? No, he's still in the game. Luckily for him, the north is still contested, with the Viking base completely gone. More and more castles going up for our Frank. Big surprise there. Orange relocating here to the middle of the map, but will these 4 Gurjara castles manage to do anything to plug this blue and yellow attack? It's absolutely crazy. Whoever I thought was going to win in the beginning, all out the window. Plumed archers doing their best. I mean, they're not going to last very long against Frankish paladins, but they've wedged themselves in there. I would have loved to see the stay there for a little bit longer, just so that Gray can spring out, all of these pikemen on top of it. Okay, let's see if they come from behind those Viking pikemen. Extra HP on them, extra HP on the paladins. Paladins retreat. Beautiful use of a choke point here by Clement. And now the paladins have to disengage. I think they'll win this battle, but their HP will be basically 0 by the end of it. 3, 5 yellow Mayan trebuchets, 2 Byzantine battering rams going to demolish the infrastructure here to the south. And now our Frankish player deciding, you know what, I don't want to get rear-ended again by these siege rams out of our Viking player, so I'm just going to send small clumps of paladins to slowly pick away at the base. What is Citeaux building? Citeaux has no army. He's got 1,300 wood, a lot of gold, a lot of food, but no actual army to speak of. You are the Burmese. You have a few options available to you. Remember, Burmese infantry, where can I find one? I think they get an automatic +1 added to their attack until +3. Yeah, so take a look at the top right. Even though Red hasn't researched a single attack upgrade, his halberdiers are +3. Because starting in feudal, they get a +1, and then in castle +1, and then unless I'm completely off my rocker, I think that's the Burmese. Oh, Lord. The south is completely lost, but the Viking base is going to get lost as well. More Frankish paladins. I don't mind this move by green and red. You know, they overextended into Teal's base. And now they're saying, you know what, we overextended. Let's turn around because our Viking enemy is still fishing with 22 boats. This we need to stop immediately. And so focus on that first. Red pinging down to the south. What does he want? Oh my god, orange building the Great Wall here. And now all 4 Gurjara castles have fallen. The 5th one is going to fall very quickly as well. Team West just entering and not leaving, but in comes Cito with how many? 5 onagers. Oh, Clement has to be very careful. If he's not looking... Okay, Cito does an attack round thinking Clement is going to move forward. Clement instead moves back. Oh, yeah, but here come the attack rounds. And if they're not careful, entire armies will get decimated by these onagers. Like that. Orange expanding any possible direction he can right now. And so they've, at this point, they've traded a base for a base. Our Ethiopian has been dislodged, but so has our Viking, partially dislodged. For some reason, they're still letting him operate. Big mistake for Team East, I think. Yeah, this is really an epic game. I wish I had the ability to do it live and to go in multiple areas. Like, you know, sometimes I put picture-in-picture in my videos. I can't really do that live, but there's just so much action happening on the map. And these, now they're in trouble here, these onagers. We do manage to get the pikemen for their trouble. And this is why I was talking about last game. When you have a teammate who's the Koreans, the minimum range on these guys goes from 3 to 1. Can you imagine how much more damage they could have gotten done here with 1 minimum range instead of 3? Finally, they're dislodging him with some throwing axemen and halbs. But they need to do this needed to do this yesterday. Another monastery going down? Okay. Our Viking, how much gold does our Viking player have? 13 gold, and that's the moment he decides to build a monastery, I guess, to get this relic. But you already have a monastery. I'm not too sure what our Viking player is doing. Ray still has 120 economic units. Yeah, down to a little bit over 100. But take a look at his production. 48 pikemen out of him. The question is, what the hell are the teams going to do when they encounter 41 Frankish paladins? Which at this point I think is the strongest unit that is out. Okay. I mean, this onager knows that it can just cut a path through the forest, right? Okay, that's exactly what they do. So, blue and yellow doing to orange's base, i.e. completely killing it, what green and red should have done to the Vikings base. And yet again, they're leaving it. Why are the Frankish paladins leaving it? You're leaving infrastructure. This is military infrastructure. You can't... What do you want to get backstabbed like you did with the siege onagers that were here before? Oh, here we go, though. Gurjara camels are out. Orange would do well to delete these walls for his friend. These are heavies, it looks like, based on their shinier cape that they're wearing. 140 HP, attack bonus of what against those? Cavalry, 25 against these hussars. This is a lot of bombard cannon, 7, but hussars streaming in. Move command makes them surround their enemy. We'll see how many of the 7 survive. Right now, 5. Brilliant hold here out of purple. Absolutely brilliant. I don't know that I would engage into the plumed archers with camels. Not exactly the highest amount of armor on them. 0 base, I think, for Pierce. Yeah, 0+1. You don't want to engage into elite plumes with them. To the north, plumes with very few other units managing to push back this red tide. Green, though, continuing to stream, but only 26 paladins. King Marv is running low on gold. He's got 43 trade carts, though. And now breaking off a piece of the oh, both purple and green are pinging. Hey, there's plumes coming your way. Wall off immediately. Let's see who gets there first. Orange will get there first, but not for long. Oh, what a brilliant play here. Oh no, misses the mark. Shrivamshas are out. I don't think you need to... You don't need your onagers. Don't kill your Shrivamshas. Shravamtras, are these elite? Yes, so I believe they dodge 7 projectiles. I don't know who to call this game for. I honestly don't know who to call the game for. Villager count identical, military count in favor of Team West, but a lot of it's in Pike. And when you have Siege Onagers and Gurjara Camels and Shravamtras against your archer units, I don't know who to call this one for just yet. Purple has so much on food. Let's take a look. Yeah, 73 on food. And yeah, 54 trade cards. And he's supply capped. I think he's got maybe too many villagers, no? Cataphracts not standing at all against these camels. And now yellow has been pushed back. Oh my god, look at Teal. Look at Poseidon. Okay. Not a bad little move here, but now we've got the... This is probably where yellow would want his plumed archers, no? With their attack bonus against infantry. Oh, come on. This bothers me as a caster, as somebody who just, you know, knows how this game is played, and you guys must bother you as well as players. Get rid of this infrastructure. I think throwing axemen, they must come with a small bonus against buildings, right? Yeah, +1, not the greatest, but get rid of those structures. You want to get backstabbed by your opponent? Absolutely not. Take a minute. Okay, Desperation Light Cav out of Poseidon here, who has literally no other army but 17 Light Cav and 2. These 2 hand cannoneers. Oh. Team East is victorious. So our Viking player dislodged, although infrastructure still here. These 4, 5 are not going to get that killed anytime. Teal has been dislodged. So Poseidon has been knocked out of his base. Although this to me looks like a stalemate. Right? I mean, all of these... Okay. Good luck with your longswordsman. I mean, I guess. With the extra +3 attack, not terrible. Frankish paladins, though, really in my opinion, the heavy 7,000 HP of Frankish paladins. I know, Mustafa. I was not expecting that. I was expecting this game to go on for another hour, having so much fun. If I had to guess why Team West resigned, it's because of the Southern Theater of War. When Purple exploded out with his Shravamtras to counter the plumes, with his camels to, I guess, kind of counter the cataphracts. The cataphracts are pretty strong. Yeah, no real attack bonus against camels, but once he lost the forward momentum, you remember he had all the trebs here, and he was so cocky, he thought he could cut off a few plumed archers to go here, and then they all died to a bunch of siege onagers. Purple here, the MVP, or maybe it's actually King Marv? I don't know. Let's take a look at kill count. So, King Boo, 400. Oh my god, take a look at King Marv's kill count. Can you guys see this? I don't know if you're on a smaller screen or on a desktop or a TV or whatever. Basically, 1,000 kills by King Marv. Wow. Yeah, plumes absolutely do not do anything to paladins and siege, which is why I think they should have focused more on the infantry, which they get a small bonus on. Our blue Byzantine focusing very much on his elite cataphract. Not a bad idea. Fully upgraded. I believe they also do trample damage, right? Let me know if I'm wrong, but I believe not only look at that attack bonus against infantry 18, but they also do trample damage. But the second they lost control here of the south, it means that this purple army can now swing north. And all of this... First of all, why are you farming when you have still 1,000 food and boars? All of this is now in jeopardy. This entire panicked, last-minute, sneaky farmland is in trouble. And so they lost control of one base. They lost control of 2 bases. And now they're slowly going to lose control. Team West can't handle another multi-pronged attack. They're barely holding on here to the north. They've just been dislodged to the south. If there's any kind of attack, for example, through here, they're going to crumble. they're absolutely going to crumble. I mean, they've got enough villagers and civilian population, but I don't think they have, what are the resources? 2,000 gold between all of them compared to the, what, 3,500 gold of the other team, plus all these trade carts. How many trade carts for Team West? 12. Modri, oh my god, 51. Yeah, that is an incredible KD. Yeah, Cataphracts do trample damage, right? Okay. Yeah, Frankish Knights for the win. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm glad we chose to stay and cast another game. That was an absolute bonkers game. And I said in the beginning, didn't I? Spanish, Byzantines, Mayans, Vikings, Burmese, Gurjara, Frank, and Ethiopians. I mean, the Ethiopian, I wish we got to see a bit more out of our Ethiopian with, torsion engines. That's the upgrade. They do a lot more area of effect damage. Oh my god, area effect ranges 2? Wow, okay. But our Ethiopian player, I would have loved to see a little bit more military out of him. Unfortunately, like I said, he was so busy rushing to break into Modri's base, but then he had no army to break in with. Oh, man. I wish Professional didn't resign. I know, Atlas. I know what you mean. There's so many games that are like 15 minutes long, 20 minutes long, because somebody loses a villager or 2 or 3, and then you never get to see these kind of big battles. I mean, thousands and thousands of killed on Black Forest in an hour and 4 minutes is not bad at all. But ultimately, the attack to the south stalled. The attack to the north also is going to stall, especially once these Frankish paladins... Once this gets cleared up, and once Red gets his ass in order, once Cito kind of starts getting his ass in order here and starting to send military aid with the Frank Paladin, it's game over. Because these Burmese infantry with their better attack, keep in mind, he still hasn't fully upgraded the iron casting, and then there's, oh no, brain fart time. Forging, iron casting. Guys, remind me, what's the last attack upgrade for melee? I'm trying to remember what the hell. It takes 100 in-game seconds. It's really expensive. In any event, the point is Cito has nowhere close to fully upgraded these infantry units. Oh, God, what an absolute banger of a game. Sorry, guys, I have brain farts sometimes where I just forget what something is called. This is why I sometimes have sheets to help me out and whatnot. But in any event, wow, what an absolute fun game. Blast Furnace. Yes, Blast Furnace. Thank you, Brian. 100 seconds it takes to research that one. It's such an incredibly long upgrade to get. But once he got that, my God, these infantry would be incredibly powerful, even against plumed archers that have a +2 attack bonus against infantry. So overall, Team East here, wow, what an absolute fantastic game. I guess not really using these kind of middle avenues of attack, but overall, fantastic. Thank you to everyone who joined me on this cast. I'm going to try to find more Rage Forest games for tomorrow night, and hopefully everyone can join me there. It's been 2.5 hours. I have been talking for 2.5 hours. Ah, my good. William, also a good point. There's nothing worse than a game that's been schlepped out for 40 minutes, and at the end of the day, it's like 12 kills a piece, and then somebody just resigns or dies anyway. So, whew, I cannot believe I've been talking for 2.5 hours. That is just absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go have a warm cup of tea. I hope everyone has a good night. For everyone who's a first-time joiner, Mysterio is the king of a lot of things. He's a king of meme builds. He's a king of comebacks. He's a very aggressive player. Always fun to watch him. I'm going to try to find more of his games too, but I think he might be doing, what's that one in Berlin right now? Nilly's Apartment Cup. I think him and ACCM have flown there. So he might be out of ranked ladder games for a while if he's doing the tournament games. But in any event, like I said in my post, I am trying to get permission to cast a few tournament games, not live. Obviously, I'm not trying to displace any of the the bigger names, the more established T90 and Dave and Mem and all those amazing casters. But maybe, a few three or so days after the game has already been played, why the hell not? Why, let me cast that. So I'm trying to get permission. Should be fun. Can do that live as well. As long as, people don't know the score. It's going to be a big spoiler alert in the front of the video. And in any event, either Rage Forest or I think I showed you guys earlier when I have my replay Hart, who's I think top 10 player, and Uzi played a 3 games. I don't know how they end. I don't know if it's 2-1. I don't know if it's 3-0. But they played 3 different games, which I plan to cast tomorrow. I only have one. There's somebody called Busy Pushing Deer. That's hilarious. I only have one Rage Forest game left. And so, Speed Dick. Oh, God. Some of these people's names. T-Rex. Chrissy Boy is back. Anyway, I only have one left. I'll try to find more. But, yeah. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope you had a good time. 2.5 hours. Wow. They just flew by. I feel like it's been half an hour. In any event, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope everyone's done work. I hope everyone's relaxing, and have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you again so much for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for joining in on these casts, reminding me what upgrades are called, reminding me what technologies are called. Because again, unless I surround myself with about 1,000 pages of paper for every single upgrade, every single technology, every single bonus in this game, you do tend to forget 1 or 2 things here and there. Not the biggest deal in the world. Standard of perfection is for someone else. I just want to have some fun with this game. But yeah, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Thank you again for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow for another live cast. Hopefully more Rage Forest or something else. We'll see. In any event, have a good night.